Hello, hello. I'm Orion Escalus, Celestial Wanderer, and AstraLog Member number 1. Tonight, for at least a short period of time, I'm joined by Bird Sele. Bird Sele, do your intro.
Oh shoot, I forgot to change my food. Hello, hello, hi Astraea. My name is Sele Astraea, number 3 of AstraLog. If I sound different, it's because I am in bed.
Yeah, that's right. You're doing some family stuff. Oh, hold on a second. Is Discord? Say something on Discord real quick. Oh no, I hear
Hello?
you, I hear you. Yeah, for some reason,
Okay.
my meter wasn't showing, but hello, everybody. Welcome in. Well, apparently I am one sub away from 300 on YouTube. That's kind of a
Let's
big milestone.
go!
Thank you so much for the support. But, yeah, today I'm gonna do something a little different. To be honest, I thought of it maybe like 5-ish hours ago, and was like, huh, I could try something with this. I could try something. Oh, real quick. Suggest a musical instrument. If you can't stay, just give me a suggestion, and I will put that instrument into the mix for you. Under your name. Yeah, don't. I'll figure something out. But a violin. Oh, ooh. Okay, cool. Yeah, no.
Let's go,
Interesting.
violin.
Interesting. All right. Yeah, I will see what I could do with a violin. Campfire song. Yes, we're going to be making well, rather arranging a campfire song. I am not the one who wrote it. I need to be very, very clear. I am not the person that wrote the song because it is a masterpiece. The song is really, really, really good, and it is actually from a game. Oh, in an ad. Okay,
Oh,
a Bodron. I don't know
sounds
what a
like we did
Bodron is.
something.
In an ad. Hold on. Is that? Oh yeah, I do have intro. I do have intro ads as opposed to like the ads that pop up. Can't find a violin and then banjo is okay. Interesting. I'll see what I can do given what I've got. But um basically I'm going to be arranging the song Travelers from the game uh Outer Wilds, which is a game that is very near and dear to me, and for some reason the YouTube algorithm is just hitting me with like video essays about it relatively recently, and I'm like, oh man, that was a good game. That was a good game. Anyone who hasn't played it yet, you totally should. It's probably on sale on Steam right now, so what are you waiting for? So what is this? Basically, I'm going to be arranging the campfire song named Travelers from oh, I see you are you're back to being a chibi instead of a bird. Welcome. Well, but basically I'm arranging a campfire song that in a lot of ways represents an the end of something good, but potentially the beginning of another good thing, I guess, which in a lot of ways could describe the year. And 2024 is coming to an end in approximately 2 hours and 44 minutes. So that should give me some time to try figuring this out. This will be scuff. I'm going to be upfront with you right now. This is going to be incredibly scuffed because I'm going to be like arranging music live, and it's going to be tough. But here's the twist. Here's the twist. I'm going to, if people would like, I'm going to pull mutuals that I know onto, well, just anyone who shows up, a mutual that shows up that wants to come in. You are welcome to just pop in onto the public Astrolog Discord. I can drag you into the private channel that I'm in right now. I'm gonna ask a few questions just about like how was your year, and like what were your resolutions for last year, or just your goals? Did you how'd it go? And I'm gonna ask you about your short term and your long term goals for 2025 as well. Uh, let's see. Do I have any instruments loaded? I do not. Let me. Yeah, I don't have any music right now, but I assure you there will be some eventually because we're going to be arranging it as we go. Yeah, but Sully, how was last year? What were your goals, and how'd you how well did you do?
Uh, Definitely one of my biggest goals was to make a cover,
Yeah, I'd say
and
you
I
did pretty well on that.
definitely made one.
Hell yeah.
I think I crushed it, and then I remember correctly. It was the usual like collab with more people, make more friends. Um, and just keep everybody happy and make them smile with my streams. And
I'd say
yeah,
that's
I
a
crushed
job
it.
well done. That's a job well done.
Yeah.
Right. I think my new instruments are probably loaded in. Ho ho. Ho ho ho. Yes, they no they aren't. Where are they?
Oh,
Yeah, basically since the last time I did music arrangement, I have gotten a few more actually. I've gotten a few more things. But yeah, where are they? Oh my god, I installed the library. I didn't install the I installed the library. I didn't install the instrument. Do I try doing that now? I'm going to try doing that now. Okay, so the way that oh my gosh, wait, no, that would involve like downloads and stuff. Oh my gosh. You see, I promised Scuff, so you're going to get it. But basically oh, hydrate. I sure will. Yeah, but wait, 60% off. I literally bought this before it went on sale. All right, I'll stretch for sure, and that posture check is for everybody. We've got a little under 3 hours until the new year happens. So stay in a position that you're not going to regret. Hold on, I don't need the library installer. I need the instrument installer. The instruments are separate from the libraries themselves. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I essentially downloaded half of the instrument. Wholesome reminder. All right, this is a wholesome reminder that I feel is going to be a good match for what time of year it is and all kinds of stuff, right? So at the beginning of the year, it's really easy to, just make pretty grand resolutions and goals and stuff. And a lot of times, despite your best efforts, they just don't pan out in the sense that, like, I don't know, just something could have been harder than you thought it was, or maybe you didn't have as much time to work on something as you thought. And I've been there before. It's really easy to be hard on yourself for not really having done it like to like the to the extent that you had hoped, right? But honestly, like, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine as long as you know that you did your best. And a second, I don't need AAX. Hold on. Why it's installing as though I have an Apple computer. I do not have an Apple computer. Please do not install the Apple instruments. Yeah, but pretty much it's okay to like not have met the goals that you set at the beginning of the year, because you're moving at your own pace and you're doing your best, and that's really the thing that matters the most. So good job on what you were able to accomplish, Yeah, I just walk with no regrets, because I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for what you were able to do. And if you're proud of yourself, good. And if you're not, I will be proud of yourself for you. I stole that. I stole that from an anime.
believe in the us that believes in you.
Yeah, if you can't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you. And you know what? Go on, make those grand goals for 2025 with confidence. Just ultimately, if you make it, oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. If you don't, still 10 out of 10, because you did your best. Wow, it's like eerily quiet without any music, but again, I assure you, the music will appear momentarily. Yeah, so okay, so hold on. Stretch as well. Oh my gosh, I think my ribs are like almost fully healed now, because I can do the full shoulder rolls
Let's
without any
go.
pain, and like I'm lifting crazy amounts of groceries, and I'm like, oh yeah, I could do the groceries in one load now again.
Let's go.
Okay, wrists, fingers, and that knuckle crack thing I can't do, and hydration. But yeah, so Sully, next year, what are your okay, your short-term goals? What are you doing in like the next day, the next week, the next month, and what do you want to do over the course of the year?
Definitely focus more on my like YouTube side of things, because I haven't been
Ooh.
uh giving much attention to the YouTube side. I've been sort of neglecting posting like shorts and community posts,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, I don't know. It was just going kind
Say again.
it was just even going kind of my window. Um,
Oh, I see.
yeah, definitely more YouTube stuff, and then more on the long term.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna relearn and refamiliarize myself with Bahasa and Japanese.
Oh, language studies. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to focus on language studies for 2025.
Do you hear that?
A little bit.
So let me raise the volume a little. Doesn't that sound really good for a virtual instrument?
No, I definitely do hear it.
Here, I'll raise it a bit because we only have one instrument so far. But after we get more instruments in there, I will. Oh gosh, I have so many more extra guitars. That's great. Yeah, after we get more instruments into the mix and it sounds a little fuller, I will adjust the volume as needed.
Okay.
Oh, I need to like log in to be able to use the full to be able to render, I guess. This is a bit more of a classical guitar. Yeah, it's made by the same studio that made all of my electric guitar sort of instruments. So I'm excited to have some acoustics to work with too. And what is the last new one that I have? Oh shoot, yeah, that's right. I actually got the Stratocaster patch. So it sounds like the the raw sort of like J-rock sound. If I can load that up. I do not have my keyboard plugged in right now, so it's a little more difficult to preview the instruments. But yeah, language studies is good. More YouTube stuff. Honestly, I need to do more of that too. It's a good
Yeah.
it's a good thing for sure. Okay, let's lay down a rhythm. Oh gosh, it was amplifier L. L. I don't know. L stands for something, but I don't know. I don't know what it is at the moment. All right, let's see. I have a music listening device on the side, and I'm gonna try finding the correct tempo. Yeah, I assure everybody I am listening to the original, and I'm gonna arrange based on that. Oh man, so many people have been doing like cool, awesome stuff. Like I said, everyone's been posting about their the past year, about their resolutions for the future coming up. It's good. It's cool. Okay, yeah. So I will note that the song that I am doing now, that I'm going to be arranging now, is going to be, yeah. The song that I'm arranging now is going to be sort of a hybrid of multiple arrangements in the game. Oop. Be half lurking, working on stuff in another room, and using a mobile device to listen in while you take care of stuff. Ooh, cool. You mentioned something about painting miniatures, right?
Oh.
Okay, let me Right, I'm gonna try tapping out the rhythm in another window. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Priming them, giving them a base coat, but the compressor ran out of battery midway. Oh my gosh. Recharge it for a bit. Got the cleanup to do. Ooh, I see. I have a paint compressor, but it's mostly I think it actually just plugs right into the wall. It doesn't have a battery. A USB compressor. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh.
Okay, it looks like the BPM is 92. That's oddly specific. It's supposed to work again for about 2 hours. It ran out after 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Hey Kiwi, welcome in. Okay, interesting. I either need to do it at 92 BPM or 184. Let's see. If I turn a metronome on, it would go. Okay, that would be the starting note. Let's see. Let's. Do not it created. I accidentally pressed a hotkey to generate like a random chord progression, and it just gave me a bunch of random notes. That's funny. Oh my gosh! It's the other Orion, one of the other Orions. Hello, welcome in.
Oh.
Hello, hello. I am another Orion out in the universe. I'm Orion Escalus, Celestial Wanderer, and AstraLog Member #1. Yo, Raiders, welcome in. Onion Raid, yes. It does, onions do... How do I say this? The onion joke, we cannot escape it. But hello, welcome in. I hope you had a good time with Golf with Friends. Oh man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I played that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Okay, that needs to slow down. Maybe I will do it at 92 BPM. Well, hello, welcome in. Happy early New Year from where I am. It is approximately 2.5 hours until midnight for me. But if it's already New Year for you, Happy New Year. And if not, Happy New Year's Eve. Okay, that's good. That's good. We can slap some reverb on that. Yeah, but basically, tonight what I'm doing is I am arranging a campfire song from the game Outer Wilds. If you've never played it before, it's really, really good. I highly recommend that you play it if you never have. It's totally worth it. It's probably on sale on Steam right now. But there's a iconic song that plays during the game in which basically characters that you've encountered kind of play instruments, I suppose. And I guess what I'm trying to do is I'm making an arrangement of that song, but I am going to have mutuals sort of come in and give feedback. And if you no, it's not going to be the Campfire Song from SpongeBob. This is a bit of a different song. All right, that loop is set up. Hey, Super Phoenix, thank you for lurking. But yeah, if anyone who's a mutual of mine wants to come in and talk about New Year's stuff and give me some suggestions for like what instruments to use, that would be really cool because that's what I'm trying to do right now. Let's see, pattern 1. This will be guitar. May you? Yeah, sure, if you want. Let's see. Hold on. Wait, Sele, you are like not able to link to the Discord, right?
Do you have your command?
I do not have a command set up. I still need to get that. Yeah, like honestly, a resolution for me would be to probably get some panels and stuff. Get some panels and stuff. You have Discord, need the link? All right, yeah. Let me drop the link. Yeah, I need to get my panels set up. I need to do some housekeeping on my pages, you know? Oh yeah, I'm going to call people in, I guess, one by one, and I'm going to ask like the same questions that I've asked Sele, and I'm going to attempt to be arranging the song at the same time. So let me just get the like foundation set up, and then we can build off of that. Okay. What is preventing me from? Oh, that's right. Guitar foundation. All right, let me take a listen to the original. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it goes on for 4 measures. Yeah, again, I apologize for the scuff. It's just I'm kind of making stuff up as I go along. Okay, in that case, I can just do this. And then I can leave this running in the background. Now let me turn this into piano mode. All right, and then trust me on this. Trust me on this. It's gonna work. I hope. Okay, boom, boom, boom. All right. I could lengthen those. Yeah, I kind of wish play live and learn. Okay, so the thing is, I actually could play some instruments live. I just don't know how to get them to like show up inside the show up inside my audio workstation. It's totally capable of doing it. I've just never really tried that before. You know what? Maybe I'll record my bit with my actual instrument. Izzy, hello, welcome in. Sele and Orion, dap up of the century. Did you hear Live and Learn? Unfortunately, not quite. But maybe someday. Maybe I'll level up someday and be able to do like Live and Learn or Open Your Heart or something. Right. Okay. This is kind of the foundation. Let me run it. Where's the button? Here we go. You hear that though, right? You hear that, right? I made it. I did that. I made that. I mean, not. I mean, it's just an arrangement. But all right. Let me actually grab an instrument and I will attempt to record like my own like track to this. But the idea is that everybody is going to have, if all goes well, everyone that that comes in and says like just tells me any mutual who comes in and tells me about their New Year's stuff, their goals for next year. I guess I'll just try adding a part into the song for you, and at the end of the night we'll have a song that's kind of like influenced by everyone's suggestions here. And I guess I'll try to record my bit live. I'll give it a serious college try. I don't know. I don't even know. I'll give it my best shot. Hold on a second. Let's snap. Let's turn snapping on. Yeah, I kind of can't show my screen because it has like my license number like on it. I think there's a way you could turn it off, but I don't know how. All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna grab an instrument. I'll be right back. Okay, so, the instrument I have in my hands right now is a viola. It is essentially a violin that is capable of, deeper notes. And this instrument is very near and dear to me. And I'm actually going to attempt to strum it. It'll take me a second or two to figure out what the tuning is. Hey Shiba, welcome in. Yeah, I guess this is like a New Year's jam session. If it works well, I'll put more effort into it next year with a different song. Okay, it's actually kind of hard to do strumming. Hold on a second. Like it doesn't resonate as well when it is those higher pitched notes on its spectrum. I may actually just play it with the actual bow. This part normally is strummed, but that might not be possible. I'll have to polish that up a little bit. Yes, Fafnir, it is the AstraLog one. I'm fairly certain you're already on it. Okay, that high note is hard. I'm a little out of practice, so my ability to like cleanly hit the notes is a little compromised. Do I shift for that? That might be my best bet actually. Real question is how do I actually record? Hello? I'm pressing the record button and nothing is happening. How do you record in FL Studio? I could theoretically record in a different program and move it in. Yeah, there's a non-zero chance this actually just borks my audio recording setup entirely though. Give me a sec. Oh, Sele, give me a musical instrument. Could be anything. It could be something that would make sense to have around a campfire. Could be something that does not. Could be a cowbell. I don't care. Bad take. It's so bad. It's so bad. That high note is like killing me. It's so hard. I could totally cheat and record it in a separate take. I am simply recording the viola right now. I will be adjusting the audio when I actually put it in. But yeah, I'm like playing live. I'm holding the viola and I'm playing it live. I'm just trying to hit that high note, but it's frustrating me because like, yeah, no, I'm actually holding the instrument. You know, just it's an actual instrument. Okay, trying again. So close. Once I get a good take, I'm adding more instruments, don't worry. close. I'll get it. Hold on. Playback. So close. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Okay, you know what? If I can't get it in this next one, I am going to just splice it. Might have actually got it the first time. Hold on. Yeah, it's good enough. You know what? In true spirit, in true Outer Wilds spirit, we're just gonna make it work, I think. Splicing it. Alright. Item properties. Alright, pitch adjustment. We're making it go 0.2 semitones up here. Oh, this is so powerful. I'm like auto-tuning my own playing. If I just played it right the first time. Oh. Mirai. Oh my gosh, wait, it's a raid. Hello, raiders, welcome in. Hello, hello. I am Orion, Escalus, Celestial Wanderer, and AstraLog member number 1. I'm doing some almost like a music jam, a jam session of sorts, I guess. But I'm going to be taking feedback from people and kind of like layering new instruments onto this mix as we go. And this song is from the game Outer Wilds, and it kind of represents an end but also a new beginning, which is a good fit for what day of the year it is right now. Yeah, Happy New Year's if you've already it's already past midnight for you, and Happy New Year's Eve if not. Yeah, but right now, I'm laying down the foundation, and then I'm going to have people come in and kind of just tell me about their year, tell me about their goals for next year, and I'm going to have them suggest an instrument. But you were playing Limbus Company! Yo! I am a casual Project Moon. I'm a casual Project Moon fan. I really like, I really like what I have played of, some of the games. What was the first one? Lobotomy Corporation. I really like that, and I did watch a fair amount of Library of Ruina, but I've not had the chance to play Limbus Company. That's been on my like to-do list for a while. Yeah. Okay. I'm also like attempting to record a live portion of this song. Oh yeah, no, it's a great game. It's got great music too. Right, let me try recording a splice here. I might be able to use that, actually. Put the instrument aside. Yeah, anyone coming in from the raid, by all means, if you need to get something to eat, get something to drink, or step out, do something else, for whatever reason, please do what you need to do. But if you want to hang around, you are more than welcome to stay for the music and whatever else. It's actually not high pitched enough. Then I can raise the pitch on this. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Thank you very much. Oh, but Mirai, if you would like to contribute a New Year's resolution as well, you're more than welcome to. Oh my gosh, come on. Is it that hard for me to play something in tune? Apparently it is. Reach out to more people. Believe it or not, that was, well, it's an ongoing goal for me. I have gotten better at interacting with people, but I am so very rarely the first person that reaches out. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm working on myself as well. But Sele, I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you heard me say, but do you have a suggestion for an instrument? I don't know if you can hear me. We could hear him just fine. Alright, let's render this. Let's call this Outer Wilds Viola. Sele, can you hear me? Let's throw this on. I really shouldn't put it on the desktop, but it's what's easiest at the moment. Did it render? Why is it not rendering? There we go, okay. Show me the file in the folder. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's hear it in the mix. Yo! Welcome in! Welcome in, Mocha. Okay, is it actually going to hit? Oh, you know what? I need to... Oh, that's pretty close. It's pretty close. I will need to adjust the start time of it. Oh, come on, don't do that. Sele, can you hear me? I know you are here. I don't think you can hear that well, though. Let's see. I need to turn the snapping off. Did he fall asleep? I guess that works. It does sound like snoring. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm gonna boot him from the Discord call. Okay. Did he fall asleep on stream? I just thought he was breathing. Oh, it's so ever so slightly out of tune. I really want to re-record that. It's like off. It's ever so slightly off. Oh, so I fell asleep. Oh, that's really funny. Can I do pitch correction? Yeah. I would be more okay with this being like slightly out of tune if not for the fact that this is like the foundation. Like it's going to be the bit that plays on loop for like the whole thing. So I'm like, I gotta do better than. Yeah, you could tell it's spliced too. Let me just do it until I get it right. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put up with my lame stringed instrument skills. has to be like that, but it's so hard, it's so difficult. I got it. I think I got it on that last one, but like the rest of the take was bad. I might be able to splice though. Hold on a second. Thank you for putting up with my crap though. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's slightly off. One more time. You put up with mine enough. It's okay. Splice that. Surely I can make that work. One more time. Wow. Surely. Ooh. I can totally make that work. now it's splicing time. I remember there's like some DC animated thing. It might have been like Static Shock or something. Oops. Did I just pin? Oh, oops. I accidentally pinned. You got me addicted to Balatro. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me. How do I unpin that? How do I unpin that? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Again, like, I'm only going this crazy for this part simply because, like, it is the foundation. Yeah, but live music is hard. Live music is very difficult. Pause the audio here, and then I'll take a listen with the metronome on in my other program. I kind of wish I could record right in here. I know there's a way you could do it, I just don't know how. You know what? That's good. Just try what instrument I can offer. Go do something that will actually sound right. One of those more cursed instruments. Well, I mean, just name an instrument and you should be good. Hold on a second. Let me render. Because I'm gonna just put in something and make it work. And also, it does depend on whether I have it or not. Because while I have a lot of instruments, maybe like if you ask me for a didgeridoo, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna search, I'm gonna Google that and see if there's like a decent free one for like 2 minutes. But if I can't find a good didgeridoo, you know what I mean? Outer Wilds, take 2. Okay, and then close that down. Okay, bye-bye. Back into FL Studio. Back to the room where it all began. Okay, here we go. Oh, that sounds way better. That sounds way better. Let's just do that time adjustment thing. Oh, it sounds a little better. Sounds a little better. Feels good. That sounds pretty good to me. That is a take that I'm partially satisfied with. Wants to be first guest? Who wants to be first guest? Just hop into one of the like public AstraLog channels. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I need to make sure that Suba gets the role upgrade as well. I saw they are in fact a streamer, so I'll get them the role. Yeah, but we are in the open-ended segment. So please, Ken or Fafnir or Suba or Crimson Mocha, whoever wants to be first, just hop into the AstraLog server. Hop into one of the like probably the on-air hangout channel, and I will drag you into the observatory. Sadly going to be picked up for New Year's activities soon. Oh no. It'll be like a minute or two. Just like come in, introduce yourself, tell me what your resolutions are, and suggest an instrument, and I will try making it work. Yeah. Go, go, go. Yeah, no, this is not like, this is like a, what do they call them? Totsumachis? This is more like a Totsumachi. Just call in and do the thing. Yeah, you could do it on your phone too, because I'm not going to be recording you playing an instrument. I'm going to be like arranging this based on whatever you tell me. Yeah, not all of you all at once. It only works. It only works if people show up. Fafnir, if you want to go first, by all means, please do what you want to do. Oh wait, there's Ken. Hello, welcome to the observatory. Hello. Yeah.
How's it going?
Not bad, all things considered. It's I have the day off tomorrow for New Year's, so that's a good thing, and I'm able to stream for a significant amount of time tonight, which is also good. But introduce yourself to the class.
Hello. My name is Kamamadia, adventurer from another world. Yeah.
All right,
That's
well,
me.
welcome on in. But let me. Okay, so I'm sure everyone has resolutions every year, but what resolutions did you have for 2024? How'd they go? Pretty good overall?
I mean, overall, they went as well as they could, I think. I hit, like, a lot of my, like, goals for streaming-wise, I hit. So that's pretty cool.
Not bad. Good to hear. What? I mean, do you want to get into specifics, or?
Like, it was mostly, like, I wanted to get, like, 250 followers, and I'm at, like, 360 now.
Yo, let's go.
That's pretty good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine all those people in like a room. That's a lot of people.
For real.
that's awesome. How about 2025? Any things, any resolutions or stuff you want to put out on the table?
My goal for 2025 is to finish more RPGs.
Ooh, I know you did.
Clear out more of my gaming backlog.
Interesting. I know you did Vesperia. You did Symphonia earlier as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, do you have access to a PlayStation 3? Actually, I have a recommendation.
I do have access to a PlayStation
Have you
3.
played Eternal Sonata before?
No, but I've heard of it.
It's real good. It's real good. Yeah. It's probably only like $5. You could find it online, but the premise is that Frederick Chopin is on his deathbed and he dreams up an anime world and becomes the like hero of that world. It's so weird, but it's so good.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, in my opinion, it's probably one of Motoi Sakuraba's like best soundtracks as well. So like the Tales soundtrack composer. Another recommendation. It might even be on sale for Steam Winter Sale, I'm not sure, but Resonance of Fate. Have you heard of that?
No, I have not.
Of course you haven't. It came out like the same weekend as Final Fantasy 13. So guess which quirky RPG people picked up on that weekend and not Resonance of Fate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but it's worth checking out. You play as like kung fu gunfighters in a turn-based tactics RPG that also has kung fu action in a post-apocalyptic like oil punk wasteland. It's great. It's great.
One of the characters who I'm gonna guess is the main character has a hoodie, so I'm already sold.
Oh yeah. Oh man, like the character, there's a massive like costume system in that game. There's like so many cool costumes and stuff you can equip.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's really good. In any case, give me an instrument, and I will attempt to mix it in.
I'm like debating going with something simple or something weird. I think I'll go simple because I'm first. Start you off with something easier to work in with the viola.
Okay.
Let's go with violin.
Violin.
Keep it strings.
Okay, that interesting. Because Ro also said violin, and now I'm like, do I try getting a whole section in here? What if I put like a tremolo?
You could do cello.
Okay, or... Ooh, wait, actually, I think I can make cello work pretty well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I probably could play the cello part on, like, the low end of the viola. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try.
Awesome.
All right, well, thank you for dropping in, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Happy New Year to you too. Happy
right.
New Year, cat.
Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, that was Ken Lamatia. Fu or Fafnir or Crimson Mocha or I mean honestly anybody. If you want to pop in, just drop into one of the voice channels in the AstraLog server, and I'll ask you the same question and try getting one of your instruments. Try to think of answers. Okay, that's fair. Fu, you should hop in too. You should give me recommendations so I can put more stuff into this. Actually, I kind of want to put let me put this on a channel. Kind of want to put some reverb on this. Can I even put an effect on it? I'm actually not sure. Oh, there it is. Okay. Reverb. Fruity reverb. Oh, that sounds a lot better. That sounds a lot better with a little bit of, sounds a lot better with a little bit. It sounds so much better. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. While a part of me makes me actually want to suggest Tesla coils, I don't want to ruin it for Fafnir. I don't know if I could find Tesla coils in my bag of tricks. I could try, though. I could try. Okay, let's try cello. How would I incorporate a cello into here? Do I have access to a good cello in the first place? Because it's not wise for me to like live record everything, because that took me like such a long time. Morden, hello, welcome in. Oh, Morden, you're a mutual. If you want to drop into like one of the voice channels on no, it's okay. Because I'm going to just take down people's suggestions and work them in as I go. Tandem with the guitar, maybe? Oh yeah, no, that was the idea. Oh, Fu is ready. Let's get Fu in here. Hello, Fu. Welcome in. Happy New Year. Want to give an intro?
Well, hello everyone. My name is Fu the Bubble. I'm the owner of the bubble tea shop called Bubble Tea, and I'd just like to float around for the now. Hi.
All right. How was the past year for you in terms of resolutions and goals? Did you set any in terms of streaming or in just content, or just how you wanted to, I don't know, just do things? And how did they go?
Honestly, like in terms of the resolutions back in 2024, there were a couple of things that, in terms of streaming wise, that I got done. Like I hosted a few more events before I went on the hiatus, so I'm really happy about that. And I've started a lot of brand new things, like for instance, going back to school for social work.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of exciting stuff. I'm very happy and satisfied with it.
That's awesome to hear. What about 2025? Have you got anything in store, you think, or?
Well, survive the school year at this
Survive
point.
the school year, yeah. Academics is like such a like drain, I guess, you know.
It's a grind.
Like, how are you supposed to do everything else when there's like
I don't
just
know,
academics
man.
hanging over your head, right?
It is what it is, though, right? But once you get past the grind, I hope it's worth it. I hope that piece of paper at the end of it is worth it.
Yeah. But hey, it's what you got to do.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
All right, that sounds awesome. What instrument do you want to add to the mix? I will try. And if I have it, I'll do my best to put it in.
Well, for me, because I was a band kid back in the day, a woodwind instrument would be like my preference for sure. Something in like the flutes department.
A flute, okay. That I think I can do. Do I have? I might have to put an ensemble in or something. I'm not sure if I have like a singular flute, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Yeah,
It'll be cool. I have faith.
All right. Anything else you want to tell people before heading off, or?
Well, to everyone listening, I guess I hope you have had a wonderful 2024, and I'm looking forward to yours 2025 future adventures.
Woohoo! All right. Thank you very much for dropping in. Happy New Year.
No problem. Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, flutes. Okay, we got cello, we got flutes. Morden or Fafnir, would either of you like to pop in? No pressure if you don't want to, by the way. Because I'm just gonna try this. I don't know. It was just an idea. Oh man, I like how that reverb sounds. That sounds really good. Yeah, Morden, if you wanna drop in, by all means. You do, don't you? You do, don't you? Yeah, it almost sounds like I did a half good job performing it. Let's see, what? A cello. Do I have Sforzando? Or would it be maybe Labs? No, let's try Sforzando. Drop a supported file to start. Oh gosh, where did I put my Sforzando? Oh, Morden is here. Hold on, let me turn the viola off. Hello, welcome in.
Hi, how's it going? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Do you want to do an intro for the people in the audience, I suppose?
Oh, sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Morden Reeson, your resident old man voidside mechanic. Variety streamer voice actor, I go by he, him, and welcome on in.
Welcome. So I'm just asking everybody, just resolutions for 2024. How did they go? What did you have planned, and how did they turn out?
I mean, so I started streaming late last year, in kind of the middle of December, and my goal was just primarily to get out there and just stream as much as I could for the year and just have fun doing it, and I've done that. And the big one I wanted to do, that I got to do, was reading a book on stream. I've actually done two now. I did Frankenstein during October, and I read the A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens a few weeks ago, before Christmas.
Ooh. Yeah, I was about to say, like, your voice is so good for that kind of thing. It's just so good to listen to.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with how they turned out, and just because I don't get to read as much as I used to, and reading on stream was something I wanted to try doing, and it's worked out pretty well. It's very rough to do like back to back, so I have to like space them out a week apart. Because it's like reading for 4 hours at a time. Sometimes it can,
oh my gosh,
really get to you.
Tell me about it.
But I really enjoyed it and I had fun. The worst part of it was when I was reading Frankenstein. I decided to do a voice for the monster, for Adam, the creature. And it was down here like this.
That's so good.
And I didn't realize that a quarter of the book was from his perspective. So
oh my gosh.
I was reading like that for
You're like
4
just reading
hours.
through it. You're like, oh yeah, this character, surely they don't speak that much.
So yeah. Treasure Island, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That's a good.
Ooh.
Next one on my list, I think I was going to plan on doing was The Count of Monte Cristo, because I wanted to get Dumas in there. But those are great suggestions. I'll have to look into those.
My only exposure to Count of Monte Cristo was in a Spanish class where we've listened to like the Spanish dub of one of the movies, and it's El Conde de Monte Cristo or something. I'm like, oh, I know that bit.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say FGO for a second.
No.
But yeah, no, Frankenstein was really interesting to read because that book there's no heterosexual explanation of that book. I promise you. It is written in a way that is just like, and these two men looked at each other longingly and just like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I see what's going on here.
It was written by Mary Shelley, right?
Mary Shelley, when she was, the joke is, Mary Shelley wrote it when she was bored with threesomes with Lord Byron.
Hold on, if you think about it, Mary Shelley is like early English lit, like BL fangirl, technically, right? Like, is the story of Frankenstein a fic, technically? Just an OC fic?
I mean, kind of, yeah. Victor Frankenstein was definitely modeled after someone she knew, and not going to say who, but you know. But yeah, it's funny, and also I didn't realize just how conversationally that A Christmas Carol was written, because it's being told to you from the perspective of this guy who's just like yapping up the entire storm and like flirting about the characters he's talking about, kind of thing. It's really funny. So it's interesting because every book has a different kind of framing device or narrator or someone who tells it, and for Frankenstein, it's told from the perspective of a flashback within a flashback, and then another flashback is added in. So like the entire thing is, there's this guy who's on this expedition to go find the North Pole, and he comes across Victor Frankenstein on a sled on an ice floe that's just separated from everything else after having encountered the monster the day before. And he takes Frankenstein on board, then Frankenstein starts telling him the whole story, and then he gets to a part in the story where he comes in contact with the monster, and the monster goes, now let me tell you of my story for the last few years. And so you get like this nested flashback within a flashback kind of thing going on.
I had no idea that it was framed like that. Yeah, like it's a story that's famous enough that people know about elements within it, but have probably, like, unless they've gone and read it themselves, I don't think anyone would. You never hear about the framing device. That's actually really, really cool. Yeah, and there's just a lot of other things that go on. This is actually the model that I had my art mama make for me for Halloween. And there's a joke in there, since someone's brought up the bodybuilding joke. Oh, yeah. When Frankenstein misunderstood the assignment until he should get into bodybuilding. Yeah. Awesome. What's really funny to me is in that book, one of the things that's discussed is when he makes, I call him Adam because there's a whole line in the book about it, but when he makes the creature, he originally makes the creature to be the most beautiful man in existence. Just, 7 foot tall, dashingly handsome, sculpted features, chiseled body, all that kind of stuff. And then once he animates it, he realizes, oh shit, the uncanny valley has hit, and now I'm absolutely disgusted by it now that it's moving. Oh. And it's interesting because that concept of the uncanny valley didn't really get formalized into that phrase until fairly recently. Huh. But
the concept kind of goes back a bit because of that concept of it's human but not quite, that we have with corpses, or because there's always like a little bit of weirdness when you see a corpse of it doesn't look quite human anymore because it's so still and lifeless.
Yeah, I know that oftentimes to describe the like evolutionary presence of Uncanny Valley and stuff, like I know like the ability to identify corpses and like that like sense of danger that or uneasiness that comes from it is tied to that. And you're right, yeah, in the concept of like an animated corpse, that is particularly on the nose.
Yeah, it was also the first science fiction, well, arguably the first science fiction story ever written, Frankenstein, which you know, it's because it was written back 18 something or other, but it's one of the first stories where it's considered to be science fiction because the primary plot comes from medical scientific advances that then create a circumstance of a problem within the story itself, and is the crux of the entire issue. So it's really interesting to see.
It seems like it touches upon a lot of things too, because again, based on the fact that just because everyone knows about it in popular media, like everyone knows, it's the man, it's the monster, you know, but like you never really hear that angle either. I don't know, it sounds cool. I wish I had more time to read as well. Oh man, because it sounds like a good read for sure.
Yeah, so I stick mainly to books that are in the public domain because it's just easier to get away with. They're not gonna, publishers aren't gonna come after me for doing audiobook versions for free or whatever.
I think you totally could do it if you like take the effort to produce it. I think you would absolutely nail it.
Yeah. So right now it's just the live streams that are up, and I'm still chatting with people on occasion, adding commentary here and there because because also some things in the book, like it was written when it was written, and there were some ideas that were back then that don't really survive to the modern days easily, and so like I edit some parts out and be like, okay, so here we're gonna skip past this, but just know that this is some nonsense or whatnot. Because that like happens in these older books.
Yeah, what was it, like Warner Brothers or one of the companies will still keep like their problematic things in their like movie library or something, but they'll always like bookend it and by saying, hey, this is a product of its time. It's important that we know it happened, but not that it doesn't necessarily reflect like modern values or something like that. Yeah,
exactly. And also, I'll be like, okay, this isn't cool, but this is what they're talking about, and we're just going to skip past this part here. And I'm going to not refer to this character as this thing, but I'll refer to it as, this other thing. And so it's just like, it's the danger of reading older books is every so often I'll get jump scared by something that I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, we don't use language like that anymore. No.
Yeah, no. And it's funny because some of the language is, in some cases, in some rare cases, it's not even like bad words or words that have become bad, but now they mean something so entirely different in the common parlance that it doesn't make sense to use them in that way anymore. Though I still occasionally love to put a good Gaily in there just because.
Yeah. Like, you can't not have that. All right. How about 2025 though? Do you have anything you want to try?
Yeah, so I do want to try, some more stories, get some more out there, but also I do want to try some actual singing, like actually get some lessons in, practice my voice, and start doing that kind of stuff.
That'd be so cool. Oh man.
Yeah, I did like one karaoke song just before Christmas as a treat, and my knees were still shaking. I was just like, okay, we'll build back up to it.
Hey, sometimes all you have to do is just throw yourself out there and be like, okay, I'm gonna do my best. Like good or bad, people are gonna like just recognize the effort that goes into it in the first place. So yeah. Honestly, I need to do more karaoke's too. I'm like not confident. I'm not confident. I like also don't do that many English songs either. So I'm like, I need to learn. I
know one song reasonably well how to sing it, but it's not in English. It's actually in Swedish.
Oh.
And it was easier to learn to sing in Swedish than it was in English. And I don't remember how I did it, so I've got to try and figure that out.
Ooh, cool.
So it's.
I think I know like one Swedish song. That's because it was in a Guitar Hero game. That was it.
Yeah, this is one where it might be the same song because it's been used by a bunch of different rock bands and heavy metal bands because it's an old folk song called Hermanity.
Oh, okay. I don't think it was based on a folk song, so it's probably something else. But that's super cool. Yo, cover when?
Yeah.
Cover when?
Sometime next year, maybe.
Let's go.
Up there with the song I did a few weeks ago, which was "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch."
Oh wow. Oh, that's awesome. Oh wow, yeah, no, there's the entire genre of like I don't want to call them like villain songs, but like Christmas, those Christmas songs, you know, like like Heat Miser and Cold Miser is probably up there with the Grinch as well, right?
That's a good one too, yeah. But no, the reason I gravitate towards You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch is because the original guy who sang it, who was, if I remember correctly, named. Thurl Ravenscroft, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
He was also the original voice actor for the Tony the Tiger for the old Frosted Flakes.
Oh my gosh, what? Hold on a second, I didn't know that.
They're great!
Oh, that is such a good impression. That's so
Thank
cool.
you. So you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. The whole thing is just him going off on that like that.
So good. That is so good. That is unironically so good. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to hear whatever you come up with. That sounds like so much fun.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you.
All right.
And yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing more karaoke from you as well.
Okay, I'll do my best. I'm saluting right now, but I'll do my best.
07,
okay.
Commander.
In terms of a musical instrument, what musical instrument do you want me to throw into this mix?
Well, when I was a young old man, I learned briefly how to play the trumpet.
Trumpet, okay.
And my big claim to fame was I could hold a note for 60 seconds.
Ooh.
That wasn't it wasn't
no
a great
guarantee
note, but
that the note I put in is going to be 60 seconds long, but I will see what I can do on my end.
Yeah, but
Right.
you know, good old trumpet's fine by me.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for sharing your New Year's resolution stuff, and best of luck with them next year. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Happy New Year. Thank you so
very
much.
Happy New Year. Have a good one.
All right,
Thanks for
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Whoop. All right. That was awesome. Hold on a second. My like Discord light is not turning on anymore after that. Is it actually like recording me on Discord? I think it is because you guys can definitely hear me on. Yes, Izzy. It is in fact open. If you want to drop into on-air hangout, I'm going to pull people into the channel that I'm in right now. Would it be all right? Okay, so I think it's going to be Suba and then Fafnir. And if you wanna join in, by all means, please do. Suba, if you are ready, I'm going to pull you in. Hello, can you hear me? Am I like actually saying something on Discord right now? I think I am. I am. Okay.
I hear you, but can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hello, welcome in. Happy New Year.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Do you want to do an intro for everyone in chat?
Alright, so hi, I'm Suba, I'm a new streamer, and I just happened to meet Orion on Blue Sky.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Because I'm like, I've definitely seen you around before. I'm just like, but from where? Yes, Blue Sky. Here, let me give you a proper shout out there.
Alright, sure.
All right, awesome. Well, do you want to do an intro? Actually, no. I just told you to do the intro. My bad. But in terms of New Year's stuff, how was 2024? What kind of goals did you have, and how did they go?
Okay, so for 2024, it was that time I kind of had a delay in, career stuff and figuring out what to do. So that was the first half of 2024. Then the second half of 2024, I somehow became a streamer because I had friends who were streamers, and then I was like, oh, alright, maybe I can do this. I can be a streamer. Then I was like, yeah, I'm serious about being a streamer, but I don't know how to make it happen. And then I somehow made it happen.
Hey,
So-
all you have to do is press the go live button and do your thing. Yeah, but
Yeah,
good
that's true,
good
that's
job. Good
true.
job with the getting life back to being somewhat stable. I've had the rug pulled out from under me before with like job stuff before, and it's never fun. But yeah, I'm glad to hear things are back on track.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, and streaming, yeah, the same as what I was saying with karaoke earlier. Pretty much just do it, just do it, and you're that's all there is to it, really.
Oh, also, I'm not just a streamer, but also an artist, but
Mhm.
I don't have any certification for it, so I'm just doing it as a hobby. Both traditional paintings and some digital, but I don't have Photoshop with me right now.
Oh shoot, that's awesome. Have you considered ever doing like a hand cam painting or something? I don't know. Traditional medium is like definitely a lot harder to stream, but it's always very cool when it does happen.
Yeah, true, but I do need the camera equipment, or how do I stream paintings? Well, I guess you can say
You'll
like,
have
with
to
a
figure
good
it out.
camera. Yeah, it's a lot to figure out.
Yeah, actually, something that's been working pretty well for me is I actually have an extra microphone arm that kind of like clamps onto things. I just mounted a webcam to it, and I kind of just point it at whatever surface I'm like working on if I ever do hand cam anything. So maybe that could work. I have no idea how close it would have to be, or if it would give you enough room to paint. But yeah, something like a microphone stand arm does a pretty good job.
Oh, I see.
Fafnir
Yeah.
suggests like a body cam almost. Interesting. I don't know how that would work, but it's neat.
Interesting. It's worth a try, though.
Yeah, no, man, something like a traditional art stream is like super unique. That's super cool. All right, what about 2025? What have you got planned, if anything?
Yeah. So for 2025, I'm interested, like what we discussed, to see if there's a way I can open up commissions or do art streams
Ooh.
and make it a commission type career kind of thing.
That's cool. Yeah, I know VGen is like an option a lot of people are going with that seems to be doing a pretty good job of setting things up for people.
I heard. I'm hoping to partner up with a few artists so I could get to know and understand the process.
Ooh. Sounds like a good kind of roadmap moving forward. You have some pretty good goals lined up. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Anything else for 2025?
Well, streaming more and I don't know, figuring out more games that I can play. Well, now it's just Zenless Zone Zero and other JRPGs.
Ooh. In terms of like JRPG series, what kind of series do you really like? I was talking with Ken earlier about like a few like really obscure ones.
Ni no Kuni.
Ni
I
no
also
Kuni!
play Buck.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I also play Buckshot Roulette.
Ooh. Yeah, I played that a little while too.
Yeah.
A little while ago too.
Actually, funny story about it. I was introduced to it by a friend, and at the time I never played the game at all, but I was inspired seeing my friend. Then I got the game and realized I have a talent for it, and I became very yeah.
If you can like internal like do the statistics in your head, you could probably get a lot of cool stuff done.
Yeah.
That's
What's
awesome.
funny is that I got a few wins. Then the other 3 players were like, "Okay, she's getting more wins. Let's just target her and kill her right away." Then sometimes when targeting me, the 3 other players would go into betrayal mode and see who wants to kill me.
Yeah, the multiplayer is so chaotic. I love it. That's
Yeah,
great.
I love it too. Then there's Persona. I love Persona 3 and 4.
Let's go! Persona 4 is my favorite game of all time. It's so good. I like it.
Yes. I just got Persona 4 Golden. I love it so much.
Let's go! Oh boy. I hope they remake that next. Now that they've done like 3 Reload, because I just think if it had the graphics and animations of like Persona 5 or Persona 3 Reload, it's like, oh, it would be perfect. Oh, yeah, I love that game. I love the game so much. And Nino Kuni mentioned, oh my gosh, I'm so glad it's on Steam now too, because if I want to play it, I have to like dig out my PlayStation 3. I don't even know where that is.
Yeah, maybe you can try it on Steam. I saw it on Steam and got it there.
Yeah, actually, you know, hold on. The Steam sale is still running. Maybe after stream, I'll see if I can just pick up a pile of JRPGs or something. I have so many games I need to play, but it definitely would be a fun one to get back into. I like got to like the true ending of the game, I guess, when I played it on PS3. But there's so much post game stuff. Like, I think the main quest was like 30 or like 50-ish quests long, and there's like 120 quests in the game. I'm like, what do you mean? There's so much in this game. That's awesome though.
It's so great.
All right, well, thank you so much for dropping in. Happy New Year, and best of luck with those resolutions. It's going to be an exciting year.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you for dropping in. Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
Wait, you wanted to ask me about the instrument?
I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my gosh. Instrument. Do you have an instrument suggestion that I can try layering onto the thing?
So I'm from Asia. I'm from Singapore, so I wanted to add an Asian element to it.
Let's see.
So I typed in the instrument in chat.
Let's see. Angklung. Let's see. Let me see if I can find an equivalent to that. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to Google that real quick. It's like, I think I have a dulcimer and a erhu, but like...
Yeah, erhu would work as well if Angklung doesn't work.
Okay. I wonder if I can find... Let's see if I can find like a demo of someone playing one. Oh my gosh! Oh! So that's where this sound comes from. I've heard this sound before.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So like very fast, sort of like mallet sounds actually. I might be able to simulate that with, even if I don't have the instrument itself, I may be able to grab like a wooden block xylophone and like have it resonate very quickly at like a higher pitch. Wood block xylophone high pitch. I have a notepad in front of me so I can remember what everyone's suggestions are. I will try to get that in. That's going to be like really cool if I can make it. Awesome.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you so much for reminding me. I would have forgot. I was like, oh man, I'm in like full autopilot mode. Thank you.
No worries.
But yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yep. Happy New Year, and best of luck. Thank you for dropping in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. That's so cool. Okay. I had no idea. Oh, man, you can't hear. I wonder if I could turn on like the music. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, no, it's just like it sounds like this high-pitched like wooden xylophone kind of sound that goes really fast, like really quickly. The instrument like kind of like wiggles, like you hold it at like a particular pitch and it like springs back and forth. It's really, really cool. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna pull Fafnir in now. Actually, hold on. For anyone that has joined in since the past few, I haven't put my live recording of my viola in, but listen. I'm so happy with how it came out. It took me so long to record it. I could have just sequenced it, but I was like, if I have the ability to record it live, if you want to get in on this, are you on the? Yeah, no, you are in the AstraLog official server. If you drop into like on-air hangout, I'll be able to pull you into the private channel that's streaming right now, and I'll be able to interview you from there. All right, Fafnir, are you ready? I'm pulling you in next. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. Sorry,
Hello.
there was a bit of delay with the stream.
All good, all good.
Yeah, I hope that
Welcome
everyone
in.
is doing all right, and thank you.
Welcome in. Happy New Year. Do you want to give an intro?
Yeah, I'm Fafnir Escalus, the Dragon of Greed, just trying to rebuild my horde. And yeah, so it took me a while before getting in there because I was trying to think about, you know, how you ask for 2024 resolutions and objective, and well, sadly, I didn't manage to succeed in a lot of stuff I wanted to, but I after thinking a bit, I should also count the smaller victories. Like, well, you know, with my move and so on, I started cooking more for myself.
Ooh.
So since work from home, I was ordering almost every day, and I managed to break that cycle. So I'm gonna count that as a small victory.
Yeah, for sure. No, like I've anyone who's been in my stream for like any degree of time should know that like I super love cooking. So hearing about people picking up cooking and like just making cool food for themselves, that's what I like to hear. I love to hear that.
And I remember I'm gonna have to ask Sele about it because I remember one time you brought up that the rendang his mom made was super good, and I looked it up online. It looks great, so I might have to ask him for the recipe so I get to try it once.
Yeah, no, I need that recipe from him because the recipe that I found online just like came out wrong. Like I am doing something wrong. There's a step that I'm not doing right, and getting a like real recipe straight from someone that knows how to make it would be really good. Suba says I can cook, and Fu's like I eat. What a coincidence! Me too.
And I guess another small victory that might seem a bit mundane, but now that I think about it, just the fact that I managed to stop letting my speech impediment stop me from trying to stream again and so on. Because, well, you know, I think I told you before that I used to stream a few years ago. I stopped. And since the speech impediment developed itself over time, it really slowed me down in getting back into it. But, you know, I got inspired by a few other streamers who are, well, quote-unquote no longer with us, but with us in other names.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what, even if they will never hear about us something, I'll make them proud indirectly and still do it despite that. Like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. And I've been doing it for a year. So, you know, it's I'll count that as a small victory.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear for sure. So, 2025. What have you got in mind with that?
Well, potentially try to reach out a bit more. I told you before, I'm always worried to bother people, but you know, I'm gonna try to push past that. But I want to do try to do a bit more hand cam stream, like painting miniatures and that kind of stuff. You know, the diversify stuff. And it might take a bit of mental convincing, but maybe try to pick up the stylus again and get back into digital art.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the details, but basically, there's a point a few years ago where I reached a point where I couldn't do it anymore, and I couldn't motivate myself and so on. But I kind of missed some of it, so maybe I'll try getting back into it, or get back to my roots, because that's what I used to stream years ago before I quote unquote retired.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, maybe I'll get back to that and see if I, you know, can at least improve and maybe do something out of it.
Yeah, like I started drawing like for real this year, and it's something I super enjoy. And if it's something that you used to do that's like calling to you again, that's just so cool. That is like so awesome to hear.
Yeah,
It's unironically just so much fun.
Yeah, I think part of what discouraged me a little was that I was really early in the VTuber thing, like before Holomet. So at the time it wasn't really a thing in the West yet. But that's the thing, people didn't believe in it. So I was producing models after models after models, just to try to get my not spread my influence, but get known at all for that. Like, it's gonna be a big thing for streaming. People who don't want to show their face will be able to do that. And yeah, I was there too early. It flopped completely, and I just gave up. And then a few years later, it finally caught on. But yeah.
Well, either way, I'm super happy to see you here in like out and about and doing that kind of thing, like in current era, like it's technically a reanimated survivor of the old days, right?
I mean, there are still things that I did all right playing. I didn't do the art and rig for the model, but I did a concept art for it, so there's that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super good to hear. Okay. Instrument, you mentioned Tesla coils, and I'm like, I don't know what I can do with that.
I mean, have you ever watched a video of people playing songs and other music with Tesla coils?
I have.
It is impressive.
Oh my god, hold on a second. There is a Tesla coil. Oh my god, there is a Tesla coil VST. No joke. I could download it and use it. In fact, I just downloaded it. Let me see if it actually works. If you're serious, I can actually probably make it work. Like,
there's a part of me that is serious, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin the song for everyone else.
No, like don't worry. Like, I like it. It could probably work. How do you install this? Hold on. An audio Tesla coil, follow fires bolts, blah blah blah. Okay. No joke. I don't know how to install this instrument.
Well, if it doesn't work and you if you really want to go with it, but it still doesn't work, I guess the second choice would be the Theremin. Like,
Theremin.
It's in between curse and
that'd
normal.
Be so cool. Hold on a second.
Yeah, if you can find either of those, let's go with the Kalimba. That one should work with anything.
Okay, I could definitely find a theremin. The thing is, I really like the idea of just making a Tesla coil instrument work, but I may have to implement it like what I may need to like spend some time to figure out how to install it. But once I do, I'm gonna try doing it. I may not be able to finish this song tonight, but I would like to try to continue to work on it and just have like a good sounding sort of like version of the song that uses this stuff. Yeah, no, I will try.
If you manage to, I'll be happy.
I will try. But, and you know what? The cool thing about this program, about FL Studio, is I could technically just take the sample of a Tesla coil and like turn it into its own instrument using like its own basic sort of like sampling kind of thing. Yeah, it's totally possible for me to try, and I want to make it work. And Theremin too. I'll figure it out. That would be so cool. Yo, Jonah, if you want to, I see you lurking. If you want to come in and say something at some point as well, you totally can too. Don't worry. Challenge accepted. No, I have an idea. I actually think the Tesla coil could be used as like melodic percussion.
Oh.
I can make it work.
Like,
oh man, I'm actually so excited.
A small drum beat with electric shocks?
Yeah, no, all of these instruments people have suggested, I'm like, I can make this work. And
let him coach.
No, I'm actually really excited because it's like, this is a challenge that it's like, I can make it sound decent, and I'm just gonna keep working at it. Yeah, that's cool though. I will do my best with that. All right, well, thank you so much for dropping in, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Yeah, everyone have a Happy New Year, and I'll see you again later.
All right.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. I almost subconsciously just like left the call. I almost left the call because I'm just so used to like, oh, bye, good night. click the off button. Izzy, if you are ready, I'm going to pull you in as the next guest. What's it sound like right now? I have not had the chance to do much more than the foundation, but basically I have the foundation and my part, which is actually a live recording of my viola, which I think you heard earlier. It's just this. No, the guy who just left was Fafnir. Hold on, let me give Fafnir a shout out. Hold on a second. Does Fafnir have a underscore? No. Fafnir Escalon. Oh yeah! .hack has like a not only is like I think its games are out on Steam, like a remaster out of nowhere. All right, Izzy, you will be up next. Hello, welcome in. You are live. Do you want to do an intro?
Hello, hold on. I'm so sorry. I was like deafened on my
no,
Discord.
don't worry.
I didn't
All
realize.
good. All good.
I'm so
All
sorry.
good. Yeah.
I'm so tiny on your stream.
I didn't think to make the Fuji's
no.
larger.
You're totally fine.
Fuji's.
You're totally fine. I just saw it and I was like, I'm so tiny. I was like,
yeah,
I'm so little.
Actually, the specific sizing is so that if a bunch of people join, it like won't put them off the side of the screen. You know?
That totally makes
that just
sense.
happens to be like how my like layout is set up. Because normally if I turn off the camp looking thing, that's approximately where people would sit. They're in like collabs with their Fuji's. Oh, Fuji's is going to be the GIF versus GIF thing. It totally is.
Yeah, it's funny because me and my friends will call them Fugis.
Fugi is just such a cute name.
It's just such a cute name, but then like when you look at it, it's like, wait, you're like, wait a minute.
Well, okay.
Is that actually what it is?
Look, I know the logo is Mount Fuji, but if I'm... It is the whole GIF versus GIF debate, right? It's like, it's a G. It's going to be pronounced GIF. With a G sound, not a J sound.
Me.
Graph.
That's literally me.
it's a graph, and I'm going to take a gump rope to the playground and do a bunch of gumps. I don't know. Something like that.
Oh my god, no, that's so funny.
Oh, but intro.
Oh, right, intro. I'm so sorry. I just got like I'm like treating this like it's a regular Discord VC call. My bad.
Morning!
Morning! No. I just looked at chat. Oh my god, no.
Sorry, but go on.
Yeah, no. Hello, my name is Izzy Moon, or I'd also just go by Izzy. I am a fallen angel VTuber, and I am a artist and gamer and a self-proclaimed character design specialist, even though like that's not even a thing. I don't think that's a thing. I just love character design so much.
Character designer is a real job title, as is full-time Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog fan, right?
Yeah, true. That should be my actual title. Let me redo that real quick. I'm an artist, gamer, and Shadow the Hedgehog enthusiast.
There we go. Oh, you have a question, I guess. If you want to answer.
Oh,
why
sure.
Fallen Angel? What's the lore?
Well, the lore changed a lot from like my earlier part of like streaming, which was like last year. It used to be more connected with like kind of high angel, kind of seraphim stuff, kind of. So it used to be like fallen angels, the thing where like, you know, like people talk about like the quote unquote like biblically accurate like angels, which are like just a lot of eyes and wings a lot of the time. But later on I realized I just really like the term fallen angel more and how that worked. And the original lore was a lot darker because I just like writing dark character lore, but now it's more in the sense of I was essentially banished, you know, and then instead of going the dark route, I decided to go I tried to, I'm gonna be the higher person. I'm gonna go higher and just live amongst other people and just be peaceful. I was gonna do I was gonna do the dark revenge route, but I was like, I don't really know about that. I don't think I have any for me to be super
I'm sorry for using this as a framing device again so soon, but this is like the difference between the like the hero and the dark storyline, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. No, it really is.
That's awesome though.
I was thinking about it a lot, and I was just like, I wanted the brief version is just I kind of wanted to do a lighter route, essentially, like a more like wholesome's not so much words, more like slice of life, I guess, sort of route with it, instead of doing super dark. I still want to include some dark stuff in my lore once I get it kind of put together more, but like that won't be the focus like it used to be. I think for some reason, just the way things have developed, I was like, yeah, that doesn't really fit for me anymore.
Cool. Yeah. No. It like evolves with you. So it's good to hear that you're like comfortable with where you are lore wise and how you present yourself. Yeah. It's
I
always
just
good.
think it definitely has just changed in the like time that I've been streaming. I was like, this doesn't really suit how I want to portray this design anymore, and so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and change it, because I was like, it's one of those things. Oh, if I write it like this, I gotta stay with this, I gotta stick with this. But I was like, it's fine to change stuff, and I'm also like a writer, so like I'm kind of used to being flexible in terms of like, okay, well the story's not going this way anymore. Let's just take it into another route.
Yeah, no, that it's good to be flexible, and it sounds like you've ended up in a very good place for yourself, which is great to hear.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so 2024, how were your goals / resolutions for last year, and how'd they go?
So it's funny because this is like New Year's resolution talk, and I don't really do I guess I should say, it's not that I don't do resolutions, I don't really call them resolutions, I guess, if that makes sense. I just tend to be like, I just kind of list them out as just goals instead of using resolutions, because a lot of the time, like when like that stereotype where people like they make like a lot of resolutions that they can't really realistically achieve, so then they kind of end up giving up on them maybe halfway or really early on. And I was like, I want to give myself things that I'd rather set myself up for success, and so I try to give myself either really open goals or like things that I feel I can accomplish, instead of trying to give myself something that's like just super in my opinion like unreasonable to ask of myself. Mainly this year, I didn't really set like a whole bunch of goals. I mainly wanted to just stream consistently, because it was something I started in 2023, like late 2023, and I was just kind of like, I want to continue to stream consistently. So overall, I'm pretty proud of the fact that I was able to continue streaming for this long and not just kind of give up on it like halfway, or like when something got like difficult, because like this year was definitely a year of a lot of ups and downs for me, in both stream wise and like just personal wise. And so like I'm happy and proud of myself that I was still able to consistently stream and not like kind of get down on myself and like quit on it. So I do appreciate that. Serious
props though for sticking with it, because it's never easy to remain like super consistent with like with goals and stuff like that. And actually the way you look at resolutions as like goals, that's actually like 100% exactly the way I think about them. I like in 2023 I kind of forced myself to throw some resolutions out there, and I ended up being a little disappointed when I couldn't meet them, I guess. Exactly the way I had projected them out. And I actually set some goals and objectives for myself for 2024, but I didn't actually tell anyone about it, I guess, until today. I guess I'm going to mention them at some point, but they were kind of just like things I threw out there to just sort of like, I don't know, just mark my own progress when it happened, and not necessarily be sense. Like a watermark that if I don't reach, I'm gonna drown. You know, it's something that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it to myself, and I don't know,
Mhm.
just keep it as like a personal goal. And I'm actually very happy with how things have turned out, because they were
Yeah.
tough, I guess, quote unquote tough. Like it's not actually that hard, but it's something that I'm
Yeah.
pretty proud of myself for doing. And I'll definitely try touching upon that later. Why does my phone say low battery? It's plugged in. It's plugged in. What's going on?
No,
It's
I
all
think I totally agree with that, how that is. I just, for me, when I talk about like these types of things, like with my mom, we talk about it, and she always just said like, set yourself up for success, like set goals that you feel are things you can achieve. And instead of like giving yourself these goals and putting the pressure on yourself, kind of like what you said, where like
Mhm.
if you set this goal and like you don't achieve it, then you get like, you feel down on yourself about like not really achieving it and stuff like that, when you might have been like kind of essentially like eyes bigger than your stomach. Like when you eat, it's kind of like you kind of put way too much, and like expected yourself to eat all of it, and you could not. So like for some reason that makes you feel bad sometimes, but it's like you totally can just set these goals that are like, these are achievable goals. And it's not even necessarily like, some people would equate that to like lowering your standards. It's not really lowering your standards so much as just like finding things that you feel you can achieve. Like for me, I just was like, I left it open to just be like, just continue to stream consistently. I didn't set it up to like, the way you word the goals is like important, because like say it's just saying stream consistently is not the same thing as like saying you need to stream
like
I
5
don't know,
times a
X
week, you know?
yeah, because then like those kind of things
Yeah.
would kind of like stress people out, and it would just like, and if they don't do it, then they'll feel guilty and stuff like that, and there's no reason to feel guilty. The other thing, I guess, that I wanted to, or I should say, it's one of the things that I wanted to do, was I attempted ASMR this year, which was
Oh.
like something I did early on in the year, and it was not easy, and it kind of was a mess. But
well, you tried it, which is
yeah, but like
you know.
that's kind of, that's totally my point. Like I found in the end, I discovered that it just wasn't for me personally. Like it's, if I do try it again, I think I'd rather do it like I guess more in a pre-recorded sense, instead of trying to do like quieter streams per se, because I just find that when I stream, I'm not really that's not really my vibe. Like whereas I know sometimes people will do streams and they'll do like a more quiet or more like ASMR type of stream. It's just not the kind of stream for me. If I were to do ASMR, I would prefer to do it like pre-recorded and kind of thing.
Oh,
But,
so you can kind of like edit and go about it at your own
yeah,
sort of
kind of,
pace,
so I
right?
can edit and like kind of adjust things and not really worry about it as much and stuff like that. It's just, I guess you could say it's like a little easier to avoid any sort of like volume mistakes or other things like that, or any errors and stuff. And instead of trying to correct them like when you're like live, I'm still pretty like proud of myself for having tried it and then realizing, because it's always you're never gonna like know if you like something or not if you don't try. So I was like, I'm gonna at least try it. So it's something I do recount in terms of like stream specific goals, which was like, it was something that I had said I would do, like I think back in like January this year, and then I think I did it in like, I don't know, February or March, but I was just like, in the end I was like, it's not really for me to do it live. Maybe I'll do it pre-recorded someday. But like it was a really good learning experience. Instead of like, if nothing else, I was like, I at least learned some things and it makes sense. I was trying to think of like something else. There were things that I had kind of set up, like, 2024 plans that I either like didn't end up doing, or they just didn't come into fruition like I wanted them to. But I'm still not overly disappointed, I guess you could say. I'm not really disappointed so much as like, some of them didn't happen just because at like later down the year I realized it was not something I ended up really wanting to do, or I wasn't really feeling it anymore.
Yeah, no reason to hold yourself to something you said you were going to do a while back if you're just not feeling it, you know?
Yeah, I just think it's better to like stay open with like how you plan certain things, because I just find that that's how I work best, instead of kind of having that. I guess for me, having like a clear or set like plan sometimes, just in terms of certain things, I find it that it kind of constrains me more than helps me. I prefer to have flexibility when I do plans and stuff. Like I like having like, okay, well, we're not feeling this anymore, let's change it, or let's
flexibility
just
for
that.
success instead of boundaries for failure, I guess.
Kinda, yeah. I think that makes sense for me. Like, it's just I prefer it much more than like it. It's one of those things. I guess I should say like having a set plan and like kind of feeling like you need to stick with it and not change it. Feels more rigid than helpful for me. It doesn't really work for me. And so I guess I did learn that in this year is that like for me, this is like the first time for me really trying to, I guess, what's the word, like kind of put myself out there social media wise in terms of like content creating and stuff. I've always been posting like art and stuff, but never really like at this level of like posting content and stuff like that. It was always just a casual thing of posting art, and I was never like streaming or like had a YouTube channel or anything like that. It was something that, like as a kid I wanted to do when it like kind of blew up and like people were making YouTube channels and stuff, but I just didn't really at the time have like it was one of those things I was kind of making excuses of just being like, oh, I don't have this kind of equipment or this kind of stuff, when like I obviously like have learned a lot more. It's like you just kind of start with what you have.
Exactly, yeah. I know it was mentioned with Suba earlier. It's like technically all it takes is just pressing the go live button. Technically with big asterisks, air quotes, but yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just honestly I'm pretty proud of myself overall just for having like gone about things my way, if that makes sense. It's like just kind of going about making content or streaming or doing art and stuff, and I learned a lot too just by being a streamer. I met a lot of good people, you included. I've learned a lot more about my like boundaries as a person, which is nice. And like in terms of like friendships and just boundaries just as creating stuff or like doing like art commissions and stuff. Like I feel like overall this year for me was a very good like year to learn about my boundaries that I didn't even know about, and then other times just like reinforcing them. So I think that's a goal, I would say, to be honest, is like something that, or I should say like a victory for this year was that like I learned a lot more about my boundaries when engaging with like people in various aspects. I think that was something I was pretty proud of. I was pretty proud of myself for that this year. Yee.
Love to hear it. That's awesome. What about next year? What about 2025?
So 2025.
Well, again, it's just like it's just whatever you want to throw out here. You are not bound by these in any way, shape, or form, because they're just like inklings that. I know there's like some like planned projects and stuff you have coming up for next year, right? Like those are definitely solid enough that you'd be okay talking about them, I guess.
Yeah. No, well, I've thrown the announcement out there like on my socials, and but I'm doing a podcast this coming year, and I'm really excited about that because it's always been an idea. It was always kind of an idea. I think actually it came up like kind of this like December of last year, and December of last year, and then I just kind of kept that idea like just in the back burner of just like, because I was like, what if I did a podcast? Because I think at the time I had seen another streamer who had like a podcast with a friend or something like that, and I was just kind of like, that seems like a lot of fun. And I also saw like some YouTubers who were doing podcasts where like they are talking and drawing at the same time, and I was like, that would work for me because I tend to talk easier when I'm like doing something else, which is another reason why streaming was such a good idea for me, in my opinion, was like getting to draw or play games while talking is something that I enjoy. So I wanted to do that, and then I wanted to incorporate it into making a podcast. So I spent like I spent like the last week just kind of actually it hasn't even been a week yet. I've spent the last like maybe 4 to 5 days just kind of like hauling the most speed like hitting the like booster levels of speed and just like working on this project like a lot. It just like came over me where I was like, I just am gonna start working on that. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna just plan to work on this podcast. I'm gonna try and interview like other friends who are streamers and creators, and I also wanted to do it because I thought this would be a really cool way to meet other people, because that's actually a thing I didn't mention, was that like a win for me this past year was just getting to branch out of my comfort zone more and talk to people and try and make friends in terms of streaming. And so I decided to carry that goal from 2024 over into 2025 and just continue to branch out of my comfort zone, reach out to say hello to people, reach out to like maybe organize like collaborations and other things like that, because I've just decided to just live by the worst thing somebody can say is no. The world isn't ending. Nothing terrible is going to happen. They didn't say anything about like, you know, or something like they didn't like you or something. They say like they can't do it, or like it's not a good time to do something. So like the worst thing someone can say is no. So the answer is always no if I don't ask. So that's just kind of the thing I'm going by for 2025, is just to reach out to people, because I like in mind already have like ideas of people I would love to meet through this podcast if it goes well.
Mhm.
And I would like to also like maybe get to know people better and continue to nurture friendships through it. So I guess it's like I'm using this podcast as a way to experiment and also like branch out or nurture like friendships and stuff like that. And I think that would be a really cool thing to do. And that would be, I would say that would probably be my like major, I guess, 2025 goal. I have other things that I'm thinking about, but like that would probably be the major one. I would like to, I guess for me, I would like to do at least 6 episodes before I make any decisions on the podcast, like if I want to keep going or not.
So like,
Yeah.
like make sure that you've like taken it as I don't want to like I don't want to say like taking it as far as you can go, but taking it to a spot where you can like properly sit back and evaluate it, right?
Yeah, basically. I don't want to dictate it like only after like 1 episode or something. Like I don't want to say like I did it once and then maybe something does kind of go wrong. I don't even know if wrong's the right word, but just kind of like I have like some kind of glitches here and there, but I don't want to decide immediately like, oh, I guess it's not for me. I would rather do, so I told myself we're going to do minimum 6 episodes of this podcast. And then after that, then we can decide, do we want to keep making it, or maybe that's as far as I want to take it kind of thing. But I'd rather I'd rather decide once I get to that point, and then I'll be like, okay, then we can decide for sure if like
it's kind of I've heard people say like the 3 episode rule for like standard length TV shows. They're like, I'm not gonna drop it until I've seen 3 episodes, and maybe something good will happen, you know? Yeah, no, it's good.
Like that.
It's good to give it time to let it sort of like establish itself, though. That's a very realistic kind of goal.
It's kind of like when people say like you can't judge if you like or dislike a food or like or dislike like something like until you've tried it 3 times. And it's like, okay, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just giving myself 6 because like if you were to like just map it out based on like an example of just be like, if you did like 1 episode a month, then you would have been 6 months into the year. So you would have had this around for a long enough time. You've had it like, I would have had it for then half a year. So then I can take a minute to like reflect on it. And it's been around for a minute.
Yeah,
So,
it definitely gives you like a sizable amount of stuff to just look at and reflect on. Yeah, and honestly, the whole like just being open to like meeting new people and putting the effort into that as like a goal. That's a very good one to like carry forward with you always.
I just honestly, I am a person that is super shy, and I always think it's nice when people tell me like, oh no, you're like so nice and you're always so nice and like talking to people, and I'm like, that's great. Always just think that while I'm doing that, I'm really like my brain is like screaming on the inside, like because like I am such a shy person, and so like because it's one of those things of like, of course I like naturally am aware like, oh, you know, all these streamers are just like me in a way, like, and I don't like to do that thing that sometimes people are I guess if it makes sense, sometimes you can be intimidated by like maybe like a follower count kind of thing, you
Mhm.
know, or like that can sometimes be like an intimidation thing where you're kind of like, oh, like, should I talk to this person? Should I reach out? But then like I realize, you know, people are really chill and really nice and stuff, and I want to just make more friends, but also like reach out for projects and things like that, which is another reason why I mentioned the podcast and stuff.
Mhm.
Reach out for those kind of things. And I want to sometimes I feel like when I see certain, like, just in general, not really speaking about anyone specific, but I just see like certain streamers who are doing like these really cool collaborations sometimes, and I'm like, instead of looking at it with I guess you could say like an envy, I guess, because you're like, oh, I want to do that too. But instead of that, like looking at
Yeah,
it
no,
with
it's
envy, I'd
less envy,
rather-
more inspiring, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was like, instead of looking at it that way, I'd rather look at it like, I want to do that too. So like I want to like branch out and reach out more so I can do those things and stuff. Like, I'm perfectly capable of doing that too, kind of thing. That's kind of how I view it instead, because viewing it with envy just kind of makes it like not as fun. It kind of taints it a little bit. So it's
Yeah,
just, I'd
no,
rather
it's
look at it.
definitely like sources of inspiration for sure.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. So like I just carry over the like branching out thing, and I want to do the podcast. That's probably my biggest thing for 2025. I don't know about like smaller things. I guess I just want to continue doing collaborations with people because I think they're fun. I want to just kind of continue to nurture the friendships that I have made in the past year. I may attempt to do a cover song. Maybe.
Let's go.
Maybe.
2025 will be the year of everyone doing a cover. Let's go.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I mentioned earlier where it was something that I had planned out this year, but like at the time I wasn't really feeling it, and also just kind of like I kind of got a little intimidated over like the various aspects of like setting it up and whatnot, and it was just kind of like I was like, yeah, I don't know if this is something for me right now. And so I was just like okay with kind of putting that to the side. I didn't necessarily scrap it like I would never do it, but it was just like, we're gonna put this to the side for now and focus on some other things. But I realized I was like, yeah, I think it would be really fun to try and put together a cover one day. I don't know what I would sing, but you know that I'll cross that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah, it's
But I
good
think
to good to keep that kind of thing on your radar, because maybe you'll just encounter a song someday and be like, oh wait,
Yeah.
I wanna cover that one, you know?
I have so many songs. Like I have a Spotify playlist of just songs where I'm like, I could cover this, or maybe this.
You
or-
know that thing that people say that when they listen to like a hype song, they imagine like an anime fight scene in their head or something. When I
Yeah.
listen to music, I'm like, ooh, can I like produce a cover of this? I'm gonna be
no,
honest.
that's real.
I have
That's so real.
I have a number of covers in progress, I guess, that I'm trying to like self-produce, and they're at various stages of like completion, but one of them is close enough I might have been able to get it out in 2024
Yippee!
if I like didn't have a million other things going on, and like I only zeroed in on that. So I really want to try getting that one out next year.
Yeah, that would be very
2025 will be the year
cool.
of the cover. Oh, Fu asked a little earlier, the podcast would be like a draw together kind of thing.
Yeah, so the main thing right now with the podcast is mainly to kind of interview the person and I'm the one drawing, because I want there to be like, I wanted to try and incorporate something where there's just a audio experience of me talking with a person, and then a visual experience like for people who are going to end up watching the episode instead of just listening,
Mhm.
where they can see me doing some of my art and stuff. And
Oh.
I'm hoping for, and I'm not gonna I guess you could say I'm not gonna reveal it to guests, but the idea is to draw the thumbnail for the episode kind of thing. So it'll include me and whoever the guest is and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna show it to them until the stream because I want live reaction to it.
Okay,
But
cool.
I think that it was one of those, I wanted to cover it so it's a way of like, oh well, you know, if people aren't really, I guess, all that interested in the drawing part and you just want to listen to it, then you can still just listen to it. But if they want to watch it as well, then they have something visual to watch instead of just like, because sometimes when you have like a podcast, sometimes people are like, well, I don't really just want to see just the people talking, so that's why typically podcasts will end up just being listened to. But I figured that like having that added aspect to it would be like a nice visual thing to cover both sides of it for people like who are interested in either one of those things or both.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely like something to be said for like there's visual content where you're like visually looking at it, and like audio content where you're like, you know, jogging or doing chores or something, you know. And
yeah, and I think it would just be really fun, because that's a kind of another small thing, is that I kind of want to post more art related content, because I miss kind of being like active in my art. I guess active in my art in terms of like mixing it with my other stuff that I like to do. So I wanted to do maybe like speed paint stuff, because I like speed paint stuff, and I like I want to do like what should I call it? Oh, Clip Studio Paint, like tip videos, because I just think those are fun and stuff. Because I even though it's one of those things where people will be like, oh, there's already a ton of episodes or videos out there, but like who knows, you know? Maybe
maybe everyone has like their own like way of going about something like that. When they're in, like, an art
and
program,
especially
so
with
it's
like
cool to see.
especially with like Clip Studio Paint, where there's like a ton of customization in terms of like your layouts and things like that, or like how your workspace and things like that. I just think it would be nice, because there are things that I wish I would have known when I first started using it, that some people, like when they're first getting it, may feel like intimidated by, because like and I think that I would like to do more stuff like that in terms of like doing art related content, because I just miss doing that kind of stuff. I did it like very early on when I was streaming, and then it kind of became like just a side thing that I do, or not even a side thing, but just like it became mixed in with the rest of the things I was doing. And I kind of want to bring it more to the forefront, which is another reason why I'm doing the podcast, because I want to get back to putting kind of art related content in the forefront of what I'm doing, because it's just a big thing for me.
That's a great way to integrate it, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. If you were to suggest an instrument to be added to this mix,
oh my God,
what do you have
no.
in mind?
Fear.
The sound of fear.
This is fear. And have you shared like a lot of this song yet, or is this just kind of like me picking an instrument just out of the blue?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought there was going to be a lot okay, there's nothing wrong with it, and I'm actually quite happy to have the chance to talk to so many people about like their goals and stuff. It's like super inspiring for sure. But I thought the majority of the stream was going to be me like just moving sliders around on like my like digital audio program, and like kind of like putting something together. I don't know what you heard on the stream, but like the sort of like foundational like acoustic guitar strumming is accompanied by like a live recording of like a string solo that I played. And the way this song is structured is conceptually it's a bunch of people gathering around a campfire, and everyone brings like a different instrument to play. And
I see.
There's a lot of variations on the song, and the way it's sort of like its chord structure is it's quite easy to make variations on it too. So just any instrument that you think would be interesting to include, or I don't know, like I can throw it into the mix.
Okay. That's kind of tough. I did remember hearing I believe you said it was violin, I think.
Viola, yeah, but
viola, yes.
Pretty much the same, yeah. It just happens to be an instrument that I'm oh no, it's fine. It just happens to be an instrument that I have a lot of experience with.
Yeah, I think an instrument that at least personally speaks to me when I hear it a lot would probably be the saxophone.
Saxophone, okay.
And that's mainly because I'm a jazz enjoyer, and so like it's stuck out to me a lot in terms of like when I hear certain music, and hearing like I just saw the chat, just funk.
I don't think it's funk. To be honest, funk is a completely different thing.
But yeah, I'm a pretty. It's one of those things. I also tend to like when people mix jazz with like lo-fi and other stuff like that, like those kind of genres. When it's like just very like I'm imagining very like relaxing sax versus like very upbeat saxophone.
Integrating a relaxing saxophone. Interesting.
I just tend to think of those. If I'm thinking about like an instrument in particular that like brings me a lot of comfort, I really enjoy like really like slow or relaxing sax stuff. But feel free to incorporate sax however you want.
Okay.
I just tend to like saxophone a lot.
That's going to be an interesting challenge too, because for some reason saxophone is like not a terribly easy sort of like instrument to simulate, so like good ones are harder to find, and I've yet to have like a call to adventure that has had me need a saxophone, so like this is going to be the reason why I find like an okay-ish one, and that's very exciting.
I hope
that's very exciting.
I hope that helps. Yes, I hope that helps you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. So specifically, like a slow, relaxing saxophone. It might be used ambiently.
Yeah, that would. I think that would work. It doesn't need to be like I don't know if that needs to be like a very like loud or in terms very heavy solo type of saxophone. It could be something in the background then, if that works.
Yeah,
for your solo.
I will figure something out. Yeah, so it dawned on me maybe like an hour and a bit ago that like most of this like stream is going to be just talking, the talking aspect, but I'm super excited. Like honestly, tomorrow I don't have work tomorrow, so I may just like work on this song. You know, it'll be like a New Year's project. A New Year's project.
You're gonna sit at your desk. You're gonna sit at your desk. You're gonna like crack your knuckles and then just be like, and then just go.
Yes, yes. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, I am super excited to give it a shot. Actually, yeah. Already we have currently we have violin, viola, cello, flute, trumpet. I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but onclong, Tesla coil, theremin, Tesla coil / theremin, and a relaxing saxophone. This is gonna be so cool. I'm so excited.
It sounds interesting based on all of that. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being a part of the stream and sharing your New Year's thoughts. It's always super inspiring. Yeah. No. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it's only about 19 minutes until New Year for me, but it's a ways longer for you, right?
It's a little bit longer. Yes, it's a little longer.
You get to celebrate it for every time zone until your own, and everyone after. That's crazy.
Literally. All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Thank you so much for dropping in. Bye bye. Happy New Year.
Bye bye. Happy New Year. Bye bye.
Bye bye. I had to once again resist the urge to click the disconnect from call button. This is my lobby. Aka, are you still there? Are you ready? I see you in on air hangout. I'm gonna pull you in, and I hope you are alive. I also noticed that your Discord status says that you are sick. I hope you were lost your voice, but you'll try. Okay. Do your best. I'm going to drag you in. Oh, wait, before that happens, I didn't want to interrupt, but apparently I just hit 300 subs on YouTube. So, oh my gosh, that's exciting. Milestone. All right, Aka. Hello, welcome in. Hello?
Hi. My mic is Augie and I'm sick, so please forgive me.
All good. We can hear you just fine, I think. Yeah, it's showing up on my meter. But hello. Do an intro.
Oh god, I haven't prepared one. I haven't streamed in like a couple months. I'm Aka. My design is on the Fugi, but there's nothing else about it. I'm a bat with a brain. I like Apex Legends.
Woo! What are you? Well, you know what? I think your thoughts on the current state of the game.
Ad. bad.
We
Don't play this game.
we can say that for another time. Okay, the thing is, I know they're trying to make like meaningful changes, but it's just like, where are the rewards tracks? Like, why are they splitting up the seasons like this? Why are they?
Yeah.
Oh
I'm not a
man,
huge fan of those battle passes.
I feel like they've done so much to like, I don't know, balance the game and make each individual thing interesting. But I don't know. The most recent time I played Apex, I feel that the majority of people that are still around and like doing free play, like the quick play, are like the really, really good people that never left the game. So like, I think I got like 2 kills over the course of 3 hours when I played. I'm like, what the heck? Everyone's too good.
Mostly pro players or preds doing like warm-up games or like scrims.
Oh man,
That's what they added skill-based matchmaking to public matches recently, but it's not great.
yeah.
'Cause I don't know why I'm getting a level 3 bot on my team, and then there's the champ squad is a 3 stack of preds.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to be the first ever Predator on the PlayStation Switch version.
PlayStation Switch version, okay.
PlayStation Switch. I mean, Nintendo. Oh my god, a PlayStation Switch. You would actually be the first person on that one. PlayStation Switch. Oh my god, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, but like apparently,
there's a Horizon player that plays on Switch.
Is there really? No, the thing was, before streaming actually, like years ago, I tried playing like just a normal match on the Switch version, and like how do people do it? It doesn't matter how much like controller auto aim you get. It's like, what the heck? What the heck? It's like impossible. Like you're playing at 2 frames a second. This is crazy.
The graphics it's a Switch, so it's obviously
but there's like X number of Predator slots. It just has nobody in them because no one plays on
like,
Switch.
Well, I mean, there's crossplay now, so it's not the same.
I see.
But yeah, back then there would be like literally the highest ranked player was like Diamond or Plat on Switch.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, there was nobody higher because there wasn't anybody else to join the games.
There was that one season where they like disproportionately gave you rank for not dying. Like you can get there was a guy that got to Masters who like never fired a shot apparently. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it takes like a really long time, but it was doable for a period of time. Yeah.
Glad they changed it.
Yeah, but oh gosh, the game's in such a weird state right now because I still think it has like the best feeling movement of any of the like current multiplayer games. Yeah, and it's just like the
movement's so good, but it's a shame they prefer their monetary over their player base.
Yeah, the thing is like you could tell that like the devs are still like really passionate about the game, but it's just the publisher is just like money. I guess that's just what
Respawn and EA.
Yeah.
Love money.
Yeah. I mean, and what are they doing with the heirlooms too? Why are they like there's like another heirloom currency and it's different and they're like all class heirlooms. I'm like, what the heck?
All the new heirlooms that are coming out are recolors rather than for new characters.
And it's like the all class ones is like, what? Why would Fuse be using an interdimensional dagger? You know?
Yeah, why would Fuse have a karambit?
Yeah, I'm just like come on.
And the fact that they all come with Deathbox cosmetics is also kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. But
yeah.
Anyhow, let's talk about resolutions. Let's talk about 2024. What kinds of goals did you set for yourself for 2024, and how'd it go?
I wanted to buy a new mic, but I forgot to do that. That was one of my resolutions, was to buy a better mic for streaming. Oh,
well, I mean, you have 13 minutes. You have 13 minutes. Quick, and a Shure SM58 is under $100. And
quick, I gotta run. I only started streaming on. I only made my account Twitch account on January 3rd of this year.
Oh wow! So this has been the year that you've gotten into things. Not bad.
Very infrequent. Very infrequent. I streamed for a week in January, and then came back for a month in August, and also a couple days in May. And then after August, I streamed like a little bit in I think September. Then I've started a new job in November, so I haven't had much time to stream as much as I'd like.
Oh my gosh, working and stream, like education and streaming, really hard. Working and streaming, also really hard. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Some days after work, I'm just like so tired. I'm like, like honestly,
like, I don't want to stream. I don't want to
for
turn
me,
that
like
computer on.
streaming is actually like what kind of forces me to like stop working. I have a problem with like if I'm working on something, I might just like start working overtime just because I'm like, I might as well, you know. I've worked like no overtime since I've started streaming. It's like really, it's just like it's like I gotta get home and stream, so that's my priority now, and it's like forcing myself to have work-life balance. So it's worked very well for me. But I totally understand just being like completely drained and stuff like that. But hey, you know, like going at your own pace is perfectly fine. There's no right or wrong way about going about things. Do you know what what kind of mic you're going to be going for when you do like actually order it?
Decent one, probably a Shure something,
Cool.
but because the Canadian dollar is horrible right now.
Oh yeah,
They're
my gosh,
very expensive, and I can't even order them right now because Shure ships through Canada Post.
Oh, I see.
So,
oh my gosh, yeah. Oh wow,
until
no,
they're caught
that's
up,
right.
I can't order anything.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized I might have an automated post happen on my Twitter that's like really sussy. Oh well.
Oh no.
Oh well. No, I just saw a pop up and remembered a dono goal that I had like many months ago, and it just hit me that oh my god, a really sussy tweet is gonna happen, and yeah, whatever, it's gonna happen, and I totally wrote it. Nods.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Totally.
Yeah. Sorry for cutting it. I just happened to see like a notification. I was like, oh god, it's coming.
That's okay. That's like this tweet is posting in 10 minutes.
I hope everyone is too busy celebrating the new year to realize.
We're all gonna catch you red-handed.
Oh my gosh. Wow, I totally tweeted this live on stream. Me actually streaming to New Year's. Yeah. Yeah. Link Fafnir's mentioning like decent quality mics for lower budgets. Oh yeah. Do you have like an interface that you're going to be like using for XLR related stuff, or
I also need to get one of those.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like completely clueless when it comes to interfaces because I got like one of the Go XLR units right before the company went under, so I'm like, well, I can't recommend this. It works pretty all right, but I cannot recommend.
One of my friends has one of those, and he's like, "You should get one." I'm like, how am I supposed to do that?
So like there still are like units floating around. Like the company is known for like pretty decent build quality, but just not being very good about supporting their products like software wise after they come out, and they like are very well known for like abandoning their product lines. The problem is that like simply because they're not making them anymore, old ones might actually cost more than what they're probably worth these days, because it's like people still want them, and I don't know if anyone has like stepped up and made like a very clear kind of competitor.
Successor.
Yeah, although I can say that I do know some people that use the Elgato Wave, I think it's called Wave XLR, which it's a little different, but it does have like an XLR input that seems to do a pretty good job with like powering standard type microphones. Everyone in AstraLog uses SM58s. They're the like legendary like microphones. Like if you ever see like a news reporter or like a weather person doing like an on location kind of like thingy, and they're holding that little microphone with like the fuzzball on top, that's the one. They're really durable, and they're like SM58, yeah, and they're cheap. They've been around for like 20-30 years.
Wow, yeah, they are cheap. Holy moly.
And they don't need that much power either. It's what I'm using right now, and I think it sounds okay. Maybe. I don't know, I hope. But Honestly, it's probably the cheapest part of my setup, really. But it works really well, and apparently I could throw it off a building and it would still be fine. But I'm not going to be testing that.
The Nokia mics, holy moly.
Yeah, no, they're like the Nokia cell phones of the microphone market. Technically, I mean, if a news reporter is going to be like waist deep in water talking about a hurricane that's happening like all around them, and they're holding one of those, yeah, you can kind of probably trust that. It's affordable.
And news clips around hurricane season. It's always like, I
Yeah.
don't know how you're out there. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, hold on a second. That guy like holding on to a sign as like everything is blowing around him. I'm like, wow, I hope your insurance
dear
covers
life.
that.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous for sure.
Big time.
All
I used
right.
to live in a very hurricane heavy part
Oh, I see.
of the world, so
Mm-hmm.
I am very used to hurricanes.
I get that. All right, 2025. What have you got in mind? Have you got any goals or resolutions that you want to try going for?
I want to debut like with full overlays, alerts, and a new model
Ooh.
and stuff for this new design that I have.
Yo, let's go.
Beautiful, beautiful thing in my Fugi. And I want to stream more often than I did this year.
Oh, that's super exciting. I'd love to see it, and like debuts with like the whole what
Hardpoint slides.
what is the word? Just like the whole setup is like so cool. Like just bam, you're there. You have like the slick
Oh, yeah.
overlays and the alerts and stuff like that. That's
I got all
awesome.
my screens waiting for them to come back from commissions right now.
Woohoo!
I'm commissioning my overlays and my schedule next week.
Oh, that's so
And
exciting.
I make my models myself, so I don't really have to worry about that until I want to.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's the great part. I don't have to spend lots of money on a model.
Yeah, and
I just
you
have to spend
you have complete
hours.
freedom in terms of like how you want to go about the designing and the rigging, I guess. That's awesome. That is so
Oh
cool.
yeah.
All right. If you could add an instrument to this mix, what would you suggest? It could be
Alp horn.
Huh? A what?
Alp horn.
An alp horn?
Yes.
Like
LPHORN, the national instrument of Switzerland.
the Switzerland national. I wonder if I could find one. An alp horn. Okay. Switzerland.
It's really, really, really long horn. It looks really funny.
Is that the thing that you see in the Ricola commercials? Like the cough drop
Yes.
commercials? Ricola.
I'm pretty sure that's an alp horn.
Alp horn. Interesting. Not what the auto caption understood. I would imagine the auto captioning heard something
Oh,
else.
gosh.
The alp
Oh, that's
horn.
scary.
It's okay. I wonder if I could find one. If I can't find something exactly like it, I'll try to make a sound that or find a sound that can equate to that.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's similar instruments.
Yeah, the thing is like crazy instruments sometimes just like people go out of their ways to make like the virtual representations of them so that you just have access to them. Sometimes it's easier to find like a good like unusual instrument than it is like a good common instrument, you know? It's harder than you think sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, it would be interesting to try out the it would be
I
interesting
think
to
that's
try it out.
probably easier to find for if you can't find an alp horn specifically.
Mhm.
Didgeridoos sound very similar.
Interesting. Yeah, I actually use didgeridoos as an example of like what I'd need to go and look for if I was going to use. But it's cool. I'll figure something out. I'll put down didgeridoo just in case as an alternative. If yeah, because I'm sure there's definitely like a didgeridoo like virtual instrument out there.
I think I'm realizing there's a lack of percussion here.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that if people didn't suggest percussion, I was just gonna add it as part of the foundation.
Maybe just use like a pop can opening as a snare.
I could,
Be
I could,
around a
yeah.
campfire.
The thing is have you ever played Outer Wilds before?
I have not.
Okay, very good game. I recommend it. If you ever want to play it, don't look up anything about it. But
Oh yeah.
the something interesting about the game, I guess, is like a lot of the instruments, I guess, that like some of the characters that bring instruments into this mix I believe the percussionist uses like a bunch of improvised stuff. I wouldn't actually be surprised if I can get like a very similar sound to what the game has using like junk percussion, you know, because it's kind of just like a dude who's using like space junk, I guess, as like part of his instruments. It's very cool. I think. Unless it's an actual instrument and I just called like an actual instrument space junk, I apologize. Yeah, but it sounds very cool. All right, well, thank you for the recommendation. I'll see what I could do. So all together, I have violin, cello, flute, viola, trumpet, onclung, Tesla coil, saxophone, and now an Alp horn. That's great. Honestly, I'm like really excited to work on this. Really excited because that's going to be just very, very interesting and unusual to work with. But I think it could be made to sound good. Oh, Fafnir, the onclong would be, it's like melodic percussion, I think. I'd be looking for more of the kind of percussion, the percussive percussion. All right, well, it is 1 minute away from New Year's. Thank you so much for dropping in and sharing your thoughts on New Year's stuff. Best of luck with like debut stuff. That's so exciting. Like, oh my gosh, just having a fresh coat of paint for everything. That's so exciting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm very excited. All right, Happy New Year. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for dropping in, and I hope you get well soon.
I better. I hope I do.
It's got to happen eventually, right? All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
All right, we find ourselves seconds away from New Year's. So I'm just going to turn my viola back on. It sounds too good with that reverb. I'm just going to let it play until New Year happens, I guess. It's a bit of a calm way of just starting off the year, but I don't mind that. It's midnight. Happy New Year 2025. We survived 2024. We thrived in 2024. It's been a good year. Let me just post Happy New Year. I'm so excited to work on this song. It's going to be a great musical project to start off the year. Let me just talk a tiny bit about my own goals, and I guess for 2024, and talk about what I want to do going into 2025. The goal that I didn't, like, two main goals I didn't really tell anybody, kind of kept to myself, because, I don't know, I kind of felt that, like, if I let it out of the bottle, maybe like I'd have like pressure or something to like, I don't know, just like undue pressure to do it. I felt like if it was going to happen, it was going to happen at my own pace. And I don't know, for me in particular, my first it went live. That damn tweet went live. That tweet went live. Oh my god. The thing was, I never got around to like explaining that this is going to happen months ago. And it just happened. Oh my god. Oh well. Anyway, my main goal for 2024 was I don't know, just to put myself out there and like make some friends with the cool people in the community, just like built up around AstraLog, and just like the wonderful people that we've met. I kind of went like an entire, almost like, I'm trying to think. How many years have I been streaming now? I'm trying to think. 2 years? 2 years? 2 years? 1, 2? I think 2 years, right? The entire... I don't remember. But the entire first year and a bit of me streaming, just... I literally didn't collab with anyone. I didn't collaborate with anybody outside of AstraLog for an entire year. Explain the tweet. If you remember, there was a dono goal on my affiliate anniversary in the summer that I would allow the members of AstraLog to each have a single tweet scheduled for the next year on my account. And I will not defend. They could say anything within reason, and I would just go with it. That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm saying. Maybe somebody else wrote it, and I am a man of my word. Maybe. Probably. You can use your imagination. You can use your imagination, and yeah. But anyway, 2024, I really wanted to just, like, get out of my shell, you know? Like, how does one stream... I mean, you know what? There's nothing wrong with it, but for me, the VTuber community, the VTuber streaming community is just, like, such a vibrant place with everyone just, like, living their dreams, you know? And to me, it's just like, my gosh, you can meet so many cool people, do so many cool things. And I went, like, over a year without reaching out to anybody or doing anything. And I'm quite honestly, I am, like, not very good at the outreach bit, but I made myself more open to talking with people, and I talked more, lurked less, if that makes sense. I did a lot of lurking previously, but never really didn't involve myself in communities as much. And that was, like, my big push. I'm going to involve myself in the community a bit more. And I've met so many amazing, cool people, and it's been so much fun. Something I'd like to take into the future is that same energy, but I would like to be the person that reaches out. I like, so many people I've met have explained that they too are like me, are, like, shaking when they're talking to the people they're not familiar with. That's literally me. That's literally me. But I don't know, they reached out, and I'm so proud of them for it. You woke up. Explain your tweet. Sele, get in here. Sele, get in here. If you can. Only if you want to. Oh, God, I'm gonna need to... I really hope this doesn't get me in trouble. I am not... Hello. Hello?
Hello.
We got your snoring on camera. I heard it, and I'm like, are you aware that you're making this noise? And then I asked you a question, you didn't respond, and I'm like, oh God, he's asleep. He sleeps. Sele, do you remember my my Twitter dono goal for my affiliate anniversary?
What was it, Kaeru?
I don't know, was it? I am still waiting for you and Uma to send me your tweets, and when.
I thought I sent you mine. I thought I did.
I don't... If you did, I didn't schedule it. And
Shoot.
You want to know what else I didn't do? I never made a post giving warning in advance that the next 6 months might have something like this happen, so I can't even link back. I can't even link back to an old tweet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But another goal that happened. Oh, hold on. Question for you. Give me a musical instrument that I can add to the mix.
I could have sworn I said flute.
Flute,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, interesting. Is there a particular kind of flute? Because I didn't have that written down, but would a pan flute be okay?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. I'll use like distinct flutes because I think Fu also picked the flute, but I will make it work.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really excited to work on this.
How bad was my snoring?
We could hear it every now and then. It wasn't like disruptive, don't worry. But altogether,
Okay.
I have viola, violin, cello, flute, trumpet, onclong, Tesla coil, saxophone, alp, horn, and a different kind of flute for you. And I'm also gonna be adding percussion to the foundation as well.
Okay.
Yeah. It turned.
Shout out to the guy who picked Tesla. Who picked Tesla coil?
It was Fafnir actually. He said it as a joke at
Oh.
first, but somebody made a virtual instrument. Someone made a virtual instrument for a Tesla coil. Believe it or not, I just don't know how to install it.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna figure out how to install it tomorrow and just continue working on it. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. No one said piano. I wonder if
Piano's
I can.
too easy.
Piano's too easy? Well, I mean, the thing is, everyone picked something, like, out of the ordinary, so we don't have... You know what? I'm just gonna put whatever into the foundation. Whatever I need or whatever I feel needs to go in there, into the foundation.
Okay.
You know what? Kaeru just said, like, Happy New Year in the chat. I'm just linking him the tweet. Oh god, I hope this doesn't affect my reputation. Kaeru!
Happy New Year, bye.
No, come back. I have a question. Wait, hold on. No, hold on. I need a musical instrument. You can't do this to me and not give me a musical instrument. Harp. Okay, cool. Kaeru says harp.
Oh yeah, dude, let's go.
Yo, my gosh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be so cool. Has he seen the tweet? Hold on a second. Hold on. I swear it's not me. It's okay though. I promise to not. I promise to not say anything in my defense, so I can't. Yeah, but Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Music was another goal that I set for myself in 2024. Rather than being like, you know, I'm gonna do X number of songs or do this or do that or do this. A lot of my music is like spur of the moment kind of stuff, and I just wanted to make myself available to do music if I wanted. And hold on. He gets one of those. I really hope that tweet doesn't ruin me. No, don't repost it! Do not repost it! You can't. No, retweet! Do no! Do not refeet. Gosh, I don't like feet. I do not like. As far as fetishes go, feet are farthest. The only feet I care about are them 100 feet away from me. Oh my god. Pain.
I know.
Hold on, I might as well ask Uma. I know he's like occupied tonight, but give me.
I just quote retweet.
No. Okay, you know what? I got a bunch of subs that month. It's just payback. It's equivalent exchange. Yeah, but music. I honestly I only really had like one really big musical breakthrough this year, and that was with the theme music I wrote for you, the intro. That was like it. But I'm really happy that I left myself open to that, and I've been tinkering with my audio workstation a fair amount over the past year, even if I haven't produced very much, and I'm very happy with a lot of the stuff I've learned. So it's been a good experience. It's been a good experience for sure. Oh man, I'm gonna have to deal with the fallout of this for a while.
You already have Cyberpunk.
Oh my god. I swear to God, if I go viral over this, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna do a backflip. Oh my gosh. Yeah. What else for the future? In 2025, I want to start a fairly regularly scheduled show/event. I have a number of ideas for a number of shows, and one of them is like really like I have three ideas, and two of them are pretty far along actually. So I'm hoping to make something of them. Yeah, I could say right now, one of them is the Halloween event, the social deduction game that I was developing for Halloween that I couldn't do because I was just like so sick. I was so incredibly sick. I'm like, do you have any idea? I mean, of course you have an idea how, but to anyone like in chat, like, what the heck? We synchronized the schedules of like 9 people. We found a date that actually worked for 9 people across like 6 different time zones, and I was sick. I was too sick to be able to do it. I'm like, revenge will happen someday, and I'm just gonna make it even better. Yeah, it's gonna be good. 2025 is gonna be a good year, and nothing will make me happier than to be able to move forward with AstraLog. It's been a fantastic experience, and yeah. Did Uma pick an instrument yet? Not yet, but I did ask him in one of our side chats, so I'm sure he'll get back to me. Maybe it'll be percussion, and I can put some percussion in this track. But yeah, thank you all for watching. It's been interesting. It's been very, very interesting because everyone has different perspectives when it comes to like just goal setting and what it means to like reach them, and what exactly to fulfill in like this New Year's resolution kind of like mindset. And chooses Wrecking Ball. I mean, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. I just need something that makes neutral sound. You want to be an inch bigger. I'm sure we can.
We have the technology.
Wait, hold on a second. In what way? In what way? Taller, wider, thicker? Is that in terms of circumference? Is it in terms of diameter? Is it height? Length? I don't think he's allowed to say on Twitch. He's talking about height. He's talking about how tall he is, right? It's got to be taller than Sele. Like if you go an inch higher every year, sure, you'll surpass Uma someday. It'll just take a few years, just a few. Eat your vegetables. That's what it comes down to. All right. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. And why is my phone buzzing off the hook? So many people are engaging with that tweet. Why? I'm gonna be real. I completely forgot about that until like maybe 20 minutes to go, until it was actually gonna fire off, and I'm like, well,
oh my god,
I will live with my sins. Not my sins, technically. I will live with it. I said I'd do it. I will not defend it. I will not defend it. I'm gonna leave it be. It's gonna be a thing.
Right, you can't defend it. Oh,
I can't defend it. I'm just gonna.
Oh my god.
You know, the thing was, the loophole for me was I was going to just link back to the original post where I'm like, oh, people are going to give me things to tweet, right? I don't think I ever made that post. I forgot. So I don't even think I have something to link back to.
Oh, it's so Jover. It's so
Wait,
Jover.
I might have. I might have. I might have to do that. I might have to do that. Is that defense? Is that defense? Oh my gosh, it is a raid from Coops. Oh my gosh. Let me get that shout out.
Hi,
Interesting.
Raiders.
I was just about to end, but I don't need to end. I don't need to end. I can keep going a little more. Oh, it was that Yule SMP, right? Hello, hello, welcome in. I'm Orion, Escalus, Celestial Wanderer, AstraLog member number 1, and what's the opposite of enjoyer? What's the opposite of enjoyer? Hater?
Yeah. Yeah.
And certified feet hater. Take that as you will. Oh my gosh.
He hates feet. He
I
prefers
really
meters.
hope if that's the first time you've heard me say anything, do not let that define my character. Tonight, what I've done is I've kind of just had people come on as guests, really, and I just talked to them about New Year's stuff, about resolutions, about like how 2024 went, what they're planning for 2025, and I'm receiving like a musical instrument or percussion of choice from anyone who came on, and I'm going to try adding it to this mix that I'm working on right now, which is an arrangement of the song Travelers from the amazing 11 out of 10 game Outer Wilds, which if you've never played before, if you've never played before, you should. It's really good. I think the Steam sale is still running, so by all means check it out. And don't look up anything. If you decide, like, if you follow this recommendation, or like, all right, funny anime dude on the internet is telling me to buy a game and I'm actually going to do it, don't look up anything about it. Just jump into it blind and make sure you're playing with a controller. And it will be an experience that you will never forget. It is a fantastic game, and this song features in the game, and it kind of represents like the end of one thing but the beginning of another, and that is a pretty good bookend for the year and a start to end of 2024 and start to 2025. Yeah, wait, actually, Coops, are you there? Do you want to pop in?
Do you want to get interviewed?
Yeah. Do you want to be interviewed on the spot? I mean, you like just came off of stream, so I would not blame you if you need to like go get some rest. When that goes for everyone, anyone coming in from that raid, if you need to eat, if you need to drink, if you need to rest, by all means, please do what you need to do. But I can stay around a little longer if people are still here, I guess. Yeah, I've just been working on the triangle. Oh, cool! I can make a percussive like a triangle work pretty well in the mix. Oh, by the way, the stringed instrument you hear performed here was I actually performed that live earlier in the stream. It took me so many takes to get like a really good one. Yeah, but that's only if he's available. If not, that's fine too. It's just been fun talking to people about what they've been working on, what their goals are, and like just the eye that they have for the future. I'm very excited for what I'm gonna try doing too. So goals for my future. I'm gonna, of course, keep the sort of like personal things. Like, hey, I'm just gonna operate with Naren. Hello, welcome in. Senkori, welcome in as well. Yeah, I'm still gonna have like personal goals that I'm gonna forward, but solid goals that I'm putting out on the table. I will release at least one cover next year that I self-produce in its entirety. And I'm saying at least one. I would like to do more, but I don't want to put a big number on it. I don't want to put any number on it. I just want to release at least one. Second of all, I want to start a semi-regular show. I have 4 show ideas. Hold on a second. Yeah, I have 4 show ideas. And,
oh my god, this man is cooking.
Yeah, they're at different levels of development, but I'm actually like super excited for all of them because I don't think they exist in that. Like, it's a brand new concept. I think it's just like a cool streaming idea, let alone a like a VTuber streaming concept. Better be at least one cooking show in there. You are closer than you think, Fafnir. You are closer than you think. Whew, yeah, but it's going to be a good year. And a personal goal that I don't mind sharing is something from 2024 that I quietly said to myself was I was going to get myself involved in the community a lot more. I literally went all of 2023 without pretty much almost the entire year without collaborating with anybody. Kaeru was like the first person I collaborated with way back when in that Apex Legends game where we all like dressed up really drippy and
I
died a lot.
remember.
Yeah. Oh man, like those almost feel like the before times, you know. But man, I went almost an entire year of streaming without like interacting with anyone at all, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna break out of my shell. I'm gonna interact with communities a little more, lurk less, be active more, and I've not regretted that one bit. And I've met so many amazing, cool, wonderful people, and I've been just involved in so many cool just things like events and games and collabs. It's been so much fun. Senkori, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, but wow, yeah, it's just it's super exciting stuff. And however, one thing that is pretty much always held true with like a single exception was that I was always like approached by other people to do things first. Like I was asked like, hey, do you want to be involved in this? Or hey, do you want to talk about this or do that? And like, oh my gosh, the mental fortitude to be able to do that was beyond me at the time. But I'm inspired and I'm fired up. I'm going to organize stuff. I'm going to do like cool stuff. I'm going to be the one to like be the one who reaches out to do cool stuff. It's going to be great. And I'm super excited to like give it my all, I guess, you know?
Let's go.
It seems wishy-washy, I guess, to some extent to be that, that like loose, I guess, or just like not clearly defined, but I think that's going to be good for me. That's going to be good for like how I set my goals. And speaking of goals, like just a few weeks ago, I hit 700 followers, like actually on my birthday. I hit 700, I think it was my birthday, yeah. Hit like 700 followers on Twitch, and I just hit 300 on YouTube like an hour ago. This is huge. This is huge, and that's a lot of people. That's more people than like could fit in a car. You know what I mean? Like more people than you fit in like a classroom or like an auditorium in some of the schools I've been to. You know, it's just like that's a lot of people, and I'm tremendously thankful, and I'm excited for just what's to come for sure. And I could not be happier to be doing this alongside AstraLog as well. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of everyone, and I'm very, very excited for stepping into the future. Yeah, so coming up in the near future, near future, we're going to have a New Year's kind of Zatsudan / talk at some point when everyone is free, and we're just gonna, very similar to what we talked about here, just like talk about plans for the future, like stuff that's on our mind from 2024. And I know we're going to have our anniversary, the AstraLog anniversary, 2nd anniversary, at some point probably within the next month or so. Yeah, leave it to us to like start streaming way back in 2022. 2023?
Yeah, no, 2022, I think.
Oh my god, yeah.
Wait, was it 2022?
Was it 2022? 2020.
Yeah, 2022, because I came in...
We started in 2022?
2023.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it was like the tail end of 2022, but leave it to us to pick like, what, the like late November, probably one of the most busy times of like ever for everybody. Oh man. Good stuff though, good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna be doing that, and oh my gosh, we've got some cool things coming up on the horizon. Everyone's got some cool projects, and I know Uma's birthday is coming up soon, and he's got his like special event plan for that based around Punishment Games and Clubhouse Games 51. Man, he loves Clubhouse Games. Like I like Clubhouse Games. Uma is a fan.
I think I can almost tell that he's playing some right now.
Yeah, no, I know he's like unlocking like all the difficulty modes too. It's gonna be really cool. I'm super looking forward to that. But anyway, it is almost 30 minutes past midnight. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2025. We survived. We thrived. Let's have another great year. Lots of cool things coming up on the horizon, and hopefully I'm going to finish up this this arrangement tomorrow, and probably post it on socials so people can hear it. Thank you for everyone that was able to contribute, and thank you all for watching. Yeah. Until we meet again, see you all soon. Bye-bye. Alright, looks like Icy is playing Link to the Past Randomizer with Sucrose. Oh man, randomizers are so cool, and I know Kumiko has been working on like some archipelago stuff, which is like it's like a subgenre of like classic game mods. It's so cool. Maybe someday AstraLog will be able to do something like that. Yeah, let's right into Icy. Bye bye everyone. Happy New Year.